on, people? We are Tottenham TV, and Tottenham Hotspur are back. It's Boxing Day, and today you have myself, Brian Daigle, and Ash Matic. How are you, brother?
Your boy! Jeez! I am gassed. I'm on We Are TV. Mama, I made it! I'm joking. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
How you doing, brother? How was your Christmas?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, man, it was nice. Enough turkey, enough chicken, some Yorkshires. I know it's controversial. Yes, black people eat Yorkshire puddings. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. How was yours? How was yours?
It was good, man. It was good. My dad's been in hospital, unfortunately, for the last few weeks, but he was home recovering, so it was all good.
All right.
My nieces, my nephews, my niece, my sister, my brother-in-law, a dog, and a partridge in a pear tree. So it was all good, but the main thing is you wake up this morning and Tottenham Hotspur are back. We have kick-off in 15 minutes, and the teams are out, and just so everyone knows, it is available on Amazon TV or Amazon Prime today. So if you have Amazon Prime, it is available there. But that's right. We've seen the team, the first team, and I'm happy with it. What about yourself? I'm going to read it out for everyone. So we have Fraser Forster in goal. Doherty, Tanganga, Dyer, Longley, Perisic in the back five. Bissouma and Højbjerg holding the line, with Kulusevski, Son and Kane. And let's talk about that before we get into the suspense. So what's your thoughts on that?
I'm happy that we're not having a team that hasn't gone to the World Cup. That has gone to the World Cup, starting, because, there was a rumour floating around that we're going to play non-starters today. So I'm very happy with the actual lineup. First of all, I want to talk about the back line. I think Tanganga, with his pace, is a good addition.
Yep.
We need someone quick in our back line. He hasn't played for a while, and so I'm happy to see someone. He's got a bit of physicality about him as well, and we haven't seen him for a while, so I'm excited to see what he brings. Dyer and Longley, what can I say? Dyer and Longley. I'm trying to keep it positive, Brian. No, you know what? To be fair, with Dyer, he gives his all to the shirt. He plays for the badge. That's one thing I'll say. He's a Tottenham man, first and foremost. You got Longley, who's good on the ball, very composed, and let's see what they bring, man. In midfield, we got Bissouma, and we have Højbjerg. I think if Højbjerg plays well, we win. It's as simple as that. I think he's the key. I'm not going to lie to you.
For this game?
I think if Højbjerg plays well, then we play well. I just really think it's the battle of the midfields. It's a three of their midfielders against our two. And I think if he's up for it, then I think everything else just ticks over. The way he looks after, when the wing-backs push forward, he's there to protect the wing-backs. When it comes to progressive passing the ball forward, he's our guy. He's our go-to guy. But yeah, Bissouma is another one. If Bissouma plays well, and we see that same performance he did against Liverpool. Woo! Listen, hey, Brentford, watch out. That's what I'm saying. We got the wing backs. Perisic had a great World Cup.
He did.
Set piece king. I think he was vital. I was very worried to see if he was going to play it today, but I think in terms of set pieces, he's going to be on them. And if he's on them, we have a chance. And we've done very well with our set piece coach. And I felt we're a big threat. I thought Brentford were a threat as well when it comes to set pieces. But yeah, I think Perisic being there, also crossing into the box, I think he's, when we're playing live, I think he's also a threat. I would like to see him take a man on more. He did play further forward for Croatia. So I'm hoping that he brings some of that into the Spurs team today. We've also got the Doe Man. Doe man. Yeah, that's me. Listen, Irish Carlos. What's it called? Doberto. I personally think, friendly-wise, he's been on hot form. He said he's confident. He's raring to go. He's on the right side. We've got no Emerson. There's reasons to be optimistic, lads. He links up with my man Kulu very well.
The architect, as I call him.
The architect, I love that. So I'm expecting the chemistry to flow on. And I think football is all about rhythm. And if you can get those two playing together well, We have a big chance down that right-hand side. I thought our strongest side was the left-hand side, but now we've got Kulu and we've got Doherty on form. I think our right side is also a threat as well. The front three speaks for itself. I don't really need to talk too much about Son, Kane, and Kulu.
Well, let's actually talk about. Let's talk. I mean, all I'll say with the starting lineup, when you look at that defence could have had a Sanchez and a Royale. So, as it's a first time for this three to play in defence, but it could have been a lot worse. I'm happy with that. I'm a fan of Tanganga's. Let's talk about Harry Kane. Obviously, yes. Harry Kane, this is a big game for him. He's probably going to get quite a bit of stick from the Brentford fans.
He will.
But I know the Spurs fans that are there will probably be singing his name pretty much throughout.
100%.
It's vital for him to get on that score sheet today, I feel. What about you?
Yeah, look, it's written in the stars, people. For him to get a penalty and him to score and redeem himself. I think the fans want it. I think the press want it. I think the England fans want it. I think the Arsenal fans don't want it.
Yep.
But guess what? I think if he scores today, he kind of like gets rid of all those critics,
yep.
all those naysayers, like all those people that are, sending negative messages over the World Cup, mainly Arsenal fans again. But I think he kind of undoes all the things that went wrong in the World Cup if he scores today. And I think him as a person, Kane's that type of player where he needs things to kind of be against him. Remember when people were like one-hit season Kane wonder?
Yep. He
produced so many times because of that. That fueled him on. He's that type of character that he needs a monkey on his back for him to kind of turn up. So I want a hungry Kane.
That's what we all want. Now let's talk about the bench.
Oh, do we have to really?
Yeah, we have to. It is pantomime season, so let's talk about this bench. Lloris.
Can we not talk about January?
Lloris, Royale, Sanchez, Davies, Sessegnon, Ollie Skip, Papa Matasar, Harvey White, Brian Hill.
All right, so this is the biggest problem with Spurs at the moment. We have a squad of 11. We don't have a squad of 16, and that is the difference between the top 6 or top 4 or top 5 or top 7, because it's top 7 now. Newcastle are in it, let's be honest. And us, for the last, I'd say, 6 to 8 years, I'll be honest, because the difference is when the teams are locked in and like it's 1-1, it's 2-2, it's 0-0, and you need a player to come on, yeah, in the second half, and you need to make that change. We can't do that. We have no one to bring on, so we can't make that difference. We don't have a game changer. We don't have a striker, an attacking mid, or a winger that can break the lines to make the difference. I think that's what it is. So that's all I've got to say about the bench.
Yeah, you look at it. I think Brian Hill, who did look bright against Nice, he did look bright, but exactly, this is the thing. You look at that bench and you want game changers. I don't see a game changer there. I see defenders that can come on, if you want to call them that. Harvey White, yeah, but he's the only youngster. Papa Matasar's there, but you look at people like Alfie Devine and others that are there. They don't get any looking on the bench. No. Harvey White is the one they persist with. But we're going to have to wait and see, guys. Your predictions.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's a good one. 2-1 Spurs?
2-1 Spurs, right. I'm going to say what I said to you. I'm going 3-1 Spurs.
Yeah.
But I fear if Brighton score for Brighton, I've done that. You've done that. Brentford.
Yeah.
If Brentford score, Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford. Yeah.
Brentford score first, then I'm going to be concerned of how we do. But guys, what are your predictions in the chat?
Spurs.
Yeah, you said January.
January transfer market is looming.
Actually, let's have a look. Let's flip over.
January transfer market, because for me, like Lucas Moura is just not. He's no longer a Spurs player this season, anyway. So it's like Antonio Conte said it. He feels like he doesn't have a player. Like he's just missing a player. So I'll be very surprised if we don't go into the market for some type of attacking mid. Seeing that or winger. Seeing that Richarlison is out.
Yep.
If Richarlison was on, it would be different. But this January fixture list is so congested that we need that extra cover up top. We need someone else that's going to come in and also competition for the lads. They need that competition. I'm glad that Richie had a great World Cup. I'm glad we got to see him up front as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad now we can actually say, look, maybe we can put Kane on the bench and put Richie up front. You know, we've got that option. And we didn't have that before. We thought, you know, Rich was going to come in for Son maybe because Son hadn't been performing. But seeing the way Richarlison played, and I didn't know he was injured in that last game that he played. He actually just played through his injury. So that's why he wasn't moving too freely in that game. I noticed like he wasn't really impacting the game a lot, but he was carrying an injury. And now it's good to see, you know, Richarlison R9 in that position. Hopefully he can recreate some of that form that he brought into the World Cup, into a Spurs shirt. And he has many critics, but I just love his physicality, his tenacity, his shithousery, if you want to call it. I just love him as an attacking forward, as a threat. And he's so dangerous in the air. I would like to see him in that position at least maybe once. If it's not a league game, at least a cup game. But right now, we do need an attacking mid. We need a wing forward. And we desperately need centre-backs. Guys,
we do.
Centre-backs.
Just to let you know, the players are out on the pitch. We're just waiting for kick-off now. We have a members chat from the one and only It's Me, Chase. It's KPV, celebrating 1 year as a membership, as a gold member. And he has said, yes, lads, how you doing? COYS, hope you had a great Christmas. I'm going for 3-1 Spurs. Kane, Kulusevski, Sonaldo, COYS. Big up, Carl. We've had another one coming from Azad Hamid, member for 6 months. Hopefully we lose today. Need Conte gone. Poch in. Tired of this fossil football. Wow. Listen.
Controversial. I love it.
Very, very controversial.
I love it.
I would say, do you know what? I'm going to address it.
Go for it.
I love Pochettino. I absolutely adore him.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
I would welcome him back with open arms once we have new owners.
Correct.
Not back whilst Levy's here, unfortunately, Enoch. And for me, I'm as much Conte in as I am Levy out.
Poch did not bring us top 4 football. I'm very sorry. Not with that. Yeah, board. We will not bring it. The ball will not back him. The ball will be like, here's our youth academy. Here you go.
Yep.
And the thing is, every time we get rid of a manager, we have to rebuild again. If you look at Arsenal and Arteta was Arteta out for the longest. 3 years they needed.
Yep.
How much million? 400 million they needed. Right. Conte's been here for 1 season. Right. 1 year. Just over 1 year. And people are already saying Conte out.
Yeah. I don't
Poch
get
back
it.
in.
I
Conte hasn't been backed the way Arteta's been backed. Give Conte the same amount of time. Give Conte 3 years. Not even 3 years. Because it's been a year and he's achieved us top 4 already. So he's achieved us more than what Arteta achieved in his first year. So you can see the trajectory.
Yeah, but I get what Azza's saying with the style of football. The style
yes,
of
but I just think the players that we have at the moment
exactly
are not Conte players. If you look at our back, we play from the back. All modern football plays from the back. We do not have defenders that can play out from the back consistently. That's what I'm saying. Dyer is a reason when Dyer is playing, sometimes he has a mirror and he will pass it to the opposition.
Yep.
Or he will pass it to a player, to one of our wing backs, but he'll put them under pressure. Pass it to me how I want to receive it, or pass it to me how you like to receive it.
Exactly.
Don't sting it to me and I'm by the byline. Like, we're going to lose the ball. And Brentford, they're going to pick up on that. Brentford are going to press us high. They're going to be aggressive. They're 3-5-2. Their wing backs are actually wingers converted into wing backs. So they're going to be bombing up. Watch Henry, yeah? They have a forward in Tony. Tony likes to hold up the football. And then Bromwell runs in behind them. And then they've got, is it Jensen? Just in behind. Sometimes they do the 3-5-2, but they can change their formation to 3-4-3. They can go long. They can do short. They're dangerous in set pieces. And they know, I saw it against Man United. When the Man United played, when Ericsson got caught out that time. Remember when Van der Sar? De Gea, sorry. I'm going back old school. When De Gea passed it out, they pressed their defence because they knew that De Gea can't kick. Who else can't kick that's in goal at the moment? Fraser can't kick it out. Lloris can't kick it out. So I know their game plan is to press our back line. And that's the reason why we need to back Conte and buy ball-playing centre-backs.
Correct.
But let me not... Look, it's not even started yet. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, guys.
We're about to go. There's just a minute of applause for George Cohen. Rest in peace. The World Cup winner for England in '66. And we are ready to rock and roll, people. Kulusevski is ready to kick us off. And let's just hope, everyone, it's a better performance than last time we went to Brentford. Because that was woeful.
It was. Listen, if Spurs do this aggressive, I would love to see Spurs do high press. Do you think we could do it?
Well, I'll tell you what, the Nice friendly, and we are back, people. Tottenham are back. We have kicked off. As you were saying, when it comes against Nice, we actually were pressing very high and well in that first game, but that was with not half this team playing.
Right. So you think
Spurs,
it's a youthfulness in it? That's the reason why?
Maybe.
Different level of energy.
Or maybe he's tried something different after the winter break he's been training.
We're in their pitch anyway. We're in their half right now. We're pressing up, so we'll see what happens.
We will indeed. So just let you know, we've just had a super chat in from Jaden. Big up, Jaden, saying people want Poch in, play good football and win nothing. Very good point. Very good point. That's the thing with Poch, isn't it? The CV, all right, he's won a couple of things in France, but at PSG, if you don't win something in France...
He got fired anyway, because
it
wasn't enough to win the league, was it? That's mandatory.
And here we go. So at the moment, the ball is with Tanganga. And now it is back with Fraser Foster, and they're pressing, and he gets it away.
I told you, they're going to press the key part. They're going to press the centre-backs. That's their game plan, I'm telling you. So it's down to the defence to be composed in possession.
Harry Kane wasn't booed by Brentford when he just touched it, but Brentford have now got the ball and attacking. Brentford have started brightly. They cross it in, and it's gone off for a corner.
The good thing
Brentford have a corner.
The good thing is, because they're pressing us the way they are, there's going to be space in behind for the players to exploit. And in the 3-4-3 formation so far, our biggest strength has to be counter-attacks. Tottenham are a counter-attacking team under Conte. So I'm not fazed by a bit of pressing by Brentford in the opening periods. Even if we were to go down, I'm still confident that Spurs can do something.
I have to say big up to Kai, who's an Arsenal fan, and says, as an Arsenal fan, I'm backing Kane to score today.
Respect,
he better, because he's in his fantasy Premier League team. But big up Kai for saying that.
This makes sense.
Big up.
It makes sense.
Let's hope Kane gets the respect he deserves.
I just want to see how Forrester kicks us out.
He's got his long kick is we got the Tanganga and Longley on the edge of the 6-yard box. Does it scare you when this happens?
Oh, but we play out from the back.
Yeah,
we play out from the back.
Not even this, when they have the two. They're rushing forward anyway.
Yeah, he's going long. See?
Like an American football play.
Yeah.
Like they're blitzing.
Conte's told them, look, don't worry, they're going to try and press us, so we're not going to do that.
So the goal kick just went straight to a Brentford player, and Brentford are building from the back.
But they tried to go long. They're going to go long into Tony. That's their game plan. Trust me on that one.
Oh.
And this is what I'm talking about.
A poor pass, and it's gone out for a throw-in. A simple pass that could have been made. It's just been over
For
here.
me, it's always a simple pass. Sometimes it's the simple ones that we make the mistakes on. The centre-backs make a simple pass, make it look hard, and they put our team under pressure unnecessary. Yep. I feel like Tottenham give teams goals. And it's down to our centre-backs. Sorry.
No, Ashbasty, you're bang on. You're bang on. We're waiting for Brentford to take this throw-in.
That's why sometimes I don't mind a defensive midfielder just being in that back line, the back three, just to
marshal it.
Just to marshal it, yeah. Just say, look, pass it here, I'm here. Long, they've gone long again. That's the tactic.
And it's Tanganga who clears it.
Tanganga's focused. Tanganga's focused. This is his chance.
I have to say, from that throw-in, their goalkeeper received it on the halfway line. That's how far their goalkeeper has pushed out, who's actually a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Been very impressed with the Brentford goalkeeper.
Their keeper's good. Rayo, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good.
A long throw about to come in
That's their weapon, long throws.
Yep.
Old school Bolton. Yeah.
The Rory Delap.
Here we go. Let's see if they can concentrate. Mr. Thomas Frank, man.
Chewing his gum like a raver there. Jesus, he's going for it.
Proper goat.
He was going for it with his chewing gum there. Alex Ferguson, the long throw comes into the near post. 3 Spurs players around the 1 Brentford player, and Tottenham are trying to clear it, and they have done.
Yeah, Brentford won't mind that at all.
Yeah, back up to the halfway line, but Brentford in possession.
Yep.
Oh, they tried a little back heel, but it was... They weren't on the same page. It's gone out for a Tottenham throw-in.
Yeah, that is their game plan, to press us.
They're very energetic, aren't they?
Very energetic, be aggressive, go long when they can, set pieces, long throws, make it awkward for our centre backs, make the defence make mistakes, and then hit us and capitalise on that.
So yeah, so we're looking at the stats and things earlier, and this apparently Harry Kane's favourite day is Boxing Day. There's another one that Spurs haven't lost a Boxing Day fixture since 2003 to Portsmouth, winning a vast majority of them and drawing only 3. Big up to everyone around the world, wherever you are watching it, or watching us, shall I say. Don't forget to smash that like.
Quick question, Brian. Do you think Son playing in the free, do you think he plays a little bit too deep? Do you think he plays slightly higher up, or are you happy with his positioning at the moment?
Do you know what it is? We were talking about this earlier. It's, for me, with that front three, it only works with Kulusevski in it anyway. Kulusevski, the architect, he is the most vital cog in that wheel for me in the front three. And last season, everything just slotted into place, didn't it? But just for this season, for some reason, it's not clicking. But hopefully, Son had only scored 2 goals before Christmas last season, and then we all know what happened second half of the season.
Yeah, this is it.
So, Asad Hamid, who put the Conte out super chats back in with another one. So thanks, Asad. Guys, I'm watching Conte on the sidelines. He looks. I was thinking that as well. He looks so disinterested. Hello's like he doesn't want to be there anymore. Why are we keeping it? I will say that he didn't look. I mean, it's just kicked off, but he didn't look his energetic self. But what do you think of that?
He was composed, to be fair. He was composed. He wasn't showing any emotion. Any emotion, really. He just had the steely blue eye look that he normally has.
Yep.
Eyes crossed, arms crossed.
Brentford were on the attack with the cross, but it got deflected and cleared away. Oh, and now Son has it. Tried to break, but a great tackle by the Brentford player.
Brentford have seen a lot of the ball, which I expected. Like I said, Spurs are a counter-attacking team, and I was just wondering if we would do the high press and press and make it a bit difficult for them. Spurs typically have been a team that turn up in halves.
Giving away. Spurs are on the attack, trying to counter Harry Kane, but his touch let him down. His first touch let him down, unfortunately. And Brentford are just clearing it from the back.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how Spurs perform this second half of the season, to see if we're going to adopt the same counter-attacking style, because we do create more chances when teams are on us and they leave space in behind, or if we're going to take the initiative and take it to teams and try to dominate with possession.
Brentford are trying it with these flicks. They tried it again, but it ricocheted off Rosalie's shin and has got off for a Tottenham throw. Yeah. Better, Sammy? Let me just put it here so I can doing your DJing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Spurs have a throw in on Brentford's half.
Yeah, I just feel like we're just always in that 3-4-3. The disadvantage is, you get dominated because you have 2 men in midfield. But I feel like if one of the fullbacks tuck in, one of the wing backs tuck in, they could actually make a midfield free.
They could. This is the thing. We get Spurs play all risky from the back, but they've seen out. And we're currently...
We're being brave. We're being brave in possession.
We are. Oh, this is more like it. Nice football between Tottenham.
2-touch. Switch of play. That's better.
Matt Doherty wins a 50-50 in the air. And Brentford try to break.
Tried to go long again.
But thankfully, Tanganga is there. Tanganga has started this game well.
Yeah. I think for Spurs, it's all about the second balls as well. A lot of the time when we lose out on the second balls, that's when teams, we give up a lot of possession. So if we can win those second balls and we can switch the play quickly, then what will happen is Brentford will bunch up on one side, as you can see right now. They're bunched up on one side, but I think it's 2 or 3 touches and then switch it.
Yep.
And then you can find space in behind. You can cut through the lines. You can pass in between the lines and get it out to wing backs. It's important for the wing backs to keep their width.
Wait, Son is trying to break. Tanganga started this move again, and Doherty out to Kulu, who's found Doherty in space by the byline. He's looking for a man. Low cross. first man and Brentford clear. But we're starting to look bright.
And now we're in their half.
And like I said, Doherty and Kulusevski seem to build up a good understanding before the injury.
And this is what I was saying before, is they're the key for me. The relationship they had before, if they can strike that up again, look at it again.
Oh, Kulusevski with a lovely back heel.
It's happening again.
So Højbjerg and just overhit it.
But Højbjerg was in the way, no?
Jaden, another super chat coming in saying happy that Sanchez didn't start and Tanganga did. Yeah, very much agreed.
Look at that.
Oh, Son's breaking.
Free kick, no?
Free kick, right on the edge of the D.
That's
from a powerful run from Son, brought down by Ben Mee. And now let's see.
Son looks like a superhero to me.
He does.
He's got that mask on. I think
I don't know how much longer he's got to have that mask on for.
But he's looking more comfortable with it now. At first, he looked so uncomfortable with it on, but I think now he's getting more used to it.
Yeah.
Like, as the games went on in the World Cup, you could see him was performing a little bit better. So... Kane on free kicks.
Oh, Harry Kane. Harry Kane is what? Do you know what a way this could silence all the critics.
Doherty made a joke about it the other day as well.
If he was to ping in a free kick into the top corner, it'd just be like, shush. Harry Kane is looking over this free kick. There's a few of them around the wall, but Harry Kane is looking very hungry for it. This would be... If Harry Kane...
That's a good question. How come Perisic doesn't go on free kicks?
Listen, you know what? I really... It's quite central as well. So he is there. Heung-min Son is there. Perisic is there. Kane is there. Basuma is there. But Harry Kane looks like he's stepping up saying, it's me.
Because he's a captain, isn't it? So got to listen to Captain Kane.
But here we go. Oh no, Perisic is... Here we go. The free kick's about to come in. Basuma has walked away. It's Harry Kane. It's deflected and over for a corner.
Of course it's deflected.
Yeah, but when it gets deflected, it normally goes in. It normally hits the wall straight flush. Where was that going? Oi, do you know what? If that got over the wall, that could have been curling. That could have been literally in the postage stamp.
I need Eric Dyer or Longley to come up.
So Tottenham have a corner.
Get a header on this one. Eric Dyer, Longley. This is when we need you. Even Højbjerg.
Yes, we've scored 4 corners from Perisic. Scored 4 goals from Perisic corners. In it comes, and it's right at the first man. And it's gone out for a throw to Tottenham. But we're starting to put a foothold on this game. Get a bit more into it, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got a bit more possession in this period of the game, and it's going to happen like that. You're going to have periods where you don't have the ball, and have periods when you do have the ball. So, at the moment, we're doing well.
Throw taken, and we're now with Kulusevski under hit ball, and now Brentford try to break.
Lovely.
But Eric Dyer is there
to just... no nonsense.
That was absolutely no nonsense. Out for a throw. But that's the art of defending, isn't it? I'd rather he do that.
Yes, correct.
I'd rather just,
There's Conte.
if in doubt, smash it out.
He said he's not looking passionate. He looks all right to me. Ah, lucky.
Harry Kane's... I thought that was a foul, a handball by Brentford. But apparently Harry Kane was adjudged to have handballed.
High foot, isn't it? Because he dipped
his head. High foot, yeah, by the
looks of it, yeah. Yeah, I it's a round of applause going on.
Yeah, Brentford are giving...
Oh, 2 Brentford players lost their lives. That's what it is, the round of applause for in the stadium. Yeah. But it's good to see Højbjerg getting forward quite early.
Yep.
He's clearly that. I think Basuma's going to be the one that's going to sit a bit more. I know they take turns, they're double pivots, but yeah, from the early occasion, I'm seeing Højbjerg push forward a bit.
But Spurs are starting to look a little bit more...
dominant.
Yeah, that's a very good word. I couldn't think of the word I wanted to use. Well done.
But yeah, Tanganga's looked well. Doherty's looked well. He's linked up
down
with
the
Kulu,
right, basically.
Down the right. That's what I said. The right's going to be the key.
Heung-min Son.
And it's those second balls that I'm interested in.
Ivan Toney's just won a ball ahead, and now Brentford are surging forward. It's a great cross. It's a volley. It's 1-0.
It's 1-0. It's 1-0.
It's 1-0 Brentford.
And we knew that was going to happen.
Straight on the break, sucker punched. Ivan Toney wins a header. Ivan Toney wins a header and it breaks out to the left.
Okay, so Spurs have to come out now, so we have to come out. They need to put their heads up.
This was all down that we were just talking about how well the right-hand side was doing, and it was our right-hand side.
That, yeah, we conceded the goal from.
So let's have a look at this again as it's replayed. There's Ivan Toney,
they've gone long.
Over Tanganga, easily beats Tanganga in the air. The ball's out wide. There's no one looking at the guy out wide.
He had a chance.
What is Foster doing?
That was Foster's fault, to be fair. It was a bit clumsy.
That is appalling by Foster.
Yeah, he could have punched it out. That was poor goalkeeper.
It got a deflection. I take that back.
Deflection.
Cross comes in.
Unlucky.
Cross comes in.
Deflection off.
Took a volley. Deflection off Longley.
Yep.
Straight out to Foster's legs, and there was the Brentford's goal scorer. I don't know all the Brentford players' names, but there was just a determination to get to that ball first. And it is 1-0 to Brentford.
Can we fast forward to second half? We know that's when Spurs
Brentford are counter-attacking again. Tanganga and Toney having a ruck. Cleared by Tanganga, but only as far as Brentford are now absolutely streaming forward. Oh, here we go. They're on and they have it's gone out for a throw-in. Cross was coming in, and it came off Tanganga for a throw-in. Brentford, all of a sudden, have put a foothold on this game.
Janlet.
It was Janlet. Well, how do you say it?
No, you said it right.
A Brentford player scored.
Can we go back to the World Cup, or is it too late?
It took 15 minutes.
I mean, France, Argentina, maybe? No? Okay, cool.
Let's hope we perform like that World Cup. Jeez.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a France performance.
Brentford are on the attack.
Come back.
Long throw again, and it's gone out for a corner to Brentford.
So should we bring on the GOAT, Emerson?
Bring
on the GOAT, quick. Yeah, now it's
Conte again he is looking very I don't know. He doesn't look like he's
no, he's angry.
Yeah.
Angry.
There's rage building inside.
He's about to get some
Super chat from my boy Brandon Troller. Take Levy back to Davy Jones' locker, slimy man. Yeah, a corner comes in. Oh my God. It's gone off for another corner. The cross came in.
He wasn't sure, he punched it. Well, he could have caught that. I don't understand why keepers punch when they can catch.
Yeah, well, let's have a look. What's he doing there? Brentford player was streaming towards him, so he just tipped it over.
He got a bit nervous, but I think he could have caught that.
So it's another corner to Brentford, and the last 5 minutes they have been dominating everything. Spurs look a little bit rattled.
Need a bit of composure, a bit of calm heads now. Lots of talking. Organisation.
Cross comes in, and Longley clears, but not effectively. And now Son hoofs it clear. And we're back at the halfway line with Brighton. Brentford, Jesus.
Don't look at me.
I'm just looking anyway. Okay, Spurs trying to break down the right. Kulusevski overhits, and Ben Mee gets that clear. Oh, great. Tottenham throw him.
We just need a little spell of possession now just to calm things down.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily need to attack them. Keep hold of the ball. We don't want them to have the ball again, so this is my personal preference. Yeah, just keep it down that line. Keep the ball off them for a bit.
So, guys, what's your thoughts of the opening 80 or coming up 19 minutes? Let us know your thoughts. I can see Tommy Manolo. Hi, guys. Hey, Brian. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you too. COYS 2-1 to Tottenham, my prediction. Brandon, super chat. Our current back three is legitimately a bottom half team. Yep. It's not looking good. We've got another one coming from Espen Anderson. Merry Christmas, boys. The lineup have such a disparity between the front five and back five in terms of quality.
Correct.
Let's go second half. Big up. So true.
Correct.
So true.
To be fair, though...
Ruti 2, 12:30 game strikes again. The curse. We're notoriously bad at 12:30s, but we are only 20 minutes in, people.
Don't panic. Don't get rattled like the Spurs.
Yeah, don't get... Brentford attacking again. We are most certainly rattled.
Rattled FC. I hate that's mad. Yeah. No, I agree with that statement before, with the difference between the back five and the front five.
Well, the thing is, you look at that bench, we can only... the bench is...
can only get worse.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Unless we bring on the GOAT, Royale. Give him
and
some
Tottenham
cheese.
just trying to get some kind of possession. We have a throw-in just by the halfway line on the our left-hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the commentary that we have are just saying us that the defence looks very shaky, which is very un-Conte-like.
It's true, and I said to you before, in the last 5 games, we've conceded 2 goals.
Yep, and we've...
What a statistic for an Italian defensive manager. I'm pretty sure he's not happy about that.
Yep. Well, Basuma with a lovely first touch to Kulusevski. I bet he's overhit the return pass.
Hence for foul. No. Referee's played it on.
And then Kulusevski makes the foul. Hassan Hamid again, he's not letting go with this. He has to get the sack now. What is this crap? I'll come back to that. Kulusevski is now having a ruck with Henry. We're losing our heads here a bit, I'm afraid to say. Kulusevski taking a talking to. Hassan, you can look at it as in sacking Conte. Listen, the same thing happens no matter what with the owners. And any manager that comes in after Conte, regardless of how you feel, is a downgrade for me, wouldn't you say? Any manager that comes in after Conte, no matter what happens.
No, 100%. Listen, if we go, we have to rebuild. Every time we sack a manager, we have to rebuild again. So it's like another year further back we're going to be. And if the board are not bringing in the players that Conte wants in, what in your right mind thinks that Levy's going to bring players in for Poch?
Yep.
He didn't do it before, so what's different now?
Got another super chat from Marcus Freeman. Patterson, sorry, saying Conte is too good for this. He's not resigning. No, he won't resign. Kulusevski now from the free kick. Højbjerg out to Heung-min Son. Does very well to get out of danger, but then tries to do too much and we lose it. Brentford are all over us like a rash. They are winning everything.
Still got the ball on.
And we just hoof it clear.
That's it. We still got the ball. As long as we win the seconds.
Yeah.
But we need to be calmer at the back.
We're winning the second balls, people, but what we're doing with it is giving it straight back to them.
Yeah, that's no good. Just need to be a little bit more calmer in possession. And not trying to force it too much. Just hold on to the ball, get a few passes together, get some confidence back in the legs.
Okay,
start again.
Tottenham just went in with a very hard tackle. I think it was Longley. Player has stayed down.
What will we do? Will we knock it out?
But boos are ringing round the Brentford Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit... They're saying he went...
He was trying to win the free kick.
Yeah,
basically.
but when players get... With the head injuries, when players get little taps now and they just go down... All right, the ears may be ringing, but it's like that... Rugby players just get up.
They're being smart. They're being smart. As soon as they had the ref, they know the ref has to stop it. So it's tactical. He's playing for that foul. It was never a foul, in my opinion.
Andy Christophe saying, can the bosses see what is going on here? I'll revert you back to I can see you, you can see me, but I won't say the full thing.
For me, listen, if Spurs lose today, right? I'm saying worst case scenario. If Spurs,
I did say to you if Brentford score first, I fear, didn't I?
Yeah, you did say that. And I mean, if we lose, there has to be a shitstorm before a rainbow, in my opinion.
I love that phrase.
You can coin it if you want.
I'll give you the quotes every time I say it.
And but for me, this is the perfect time to have bad results.
Heung-min Son has a shot, but it just bounces easily into the Brentford goalkeeper's arms. Sorry, Aspath.
No, I'm just saying it's a perfect time to have bad results. There's never a good time to have bad results, but in the middle of January, at the start of a January transfer window, if things go tits up, we just put pressure on the board, no? Is that not how it works?
Yep.
If this was in February or March, there's nothing we can do.
Correct.
There's no leverage for Conte as well. He's got nothing to go on. He's got nothing to go with. So I'm not afraid of a. I always look at the positive side of things, you know.
You got to try. You've got to try.
You have to. You have to. Look, Conte's now shouting. Look, he's not happy now.
He's
barking.
Ryan Mason speaking with the fourth official. Brentford, long ball for.
I told you, it's long ball city right now. Long ball city.
That was Fraser Foster came out to snuff that out.
They know our defence isn't makeshift, so they're gonna just throw the whole, tank at us, the whole kitchen sink.
Zien Mayasi, Super Chat. Who's top of the league? 4-0 to the Arsenal this evening. Well, thank you for saying that and giving money to a Spurs channel. Greatly appreciated. You haven't finished playing West Ham yet, so let's not count your chickens, but thank you for giving money to the Tottenham cause.
I respect it. For giving us the money.
You got to love that. You've got to love that.
He was desperate to get his voice out.
Oh,
cheers, Kulo.
Just seen by part one.
Hey.
Post, and it's easily again into the Brentford goalkeeper's arm.
If he looks for one of his teammates.
But Kulusevski again, is it Doherty and Kulusevski are connected again.
The link up on the right.
Kulusevski just goes past Ben Mee as if he weren't there. Kind of trying to do what he did for his goal against Leeds.
Yes,
do you remember that goal when he cut in?
Yeah.
But he didn't get his angles right there.
Højbjerg is pushing right up. That's been an instruction by Conte, 100%.
Listen, like I said, with this front three, I know Kane and Son are so vital, but without Kulusevski, we saw with Richarlison or whatever,
correct.
it's just
correct.
Not effective. And as I say that, Kulusevski's down holding his ribs like he's been winded.
Yeah, I still say Spurs are missing a ball-playing kind of midfielder as well.
Listen, I could give you what we're missing, like the 12 Days of Christmas song, but and Brentford are on the attack again, and we've given a needless foul away, Højbjerg, saying he got the ball, but he didn't.
And set-piece kings that Brentford were playing into their hands. You need to be looking out for these type of things as well, I feel. They're going to look to kind of fall over easily and win a free kick here and there, get a throw in. It's just down to us to be switched on now.
It is. It is.
And down for
Fraser Foster's calling the wall out.
Forrester.
Ian, Bentancur is suspended for this game.
Yeah.
He did come back from the World Cup with an injury, but even if he had recovered, he couldn't play today because he was suspended.
I don't think we bring on Joe. Well, we probably could bring him on in the second half, but I don't think he changes much.
A goal. Set piece comes in. It's gone for another corner. We've got, I'm not even going to say his name, but we've got Judas, the name, saying January the 15th. Spurs fans, check your dates. It's been changed to January the 16th. So we've had money donated and then people telling us the wrong date. So thank you, Arsenal fans.
That was Eric Dyer with the clearance, wasn't it? With the header. And Eric Dyer and Air, to be fair, one of our better defenders.
So we have a corner to defend on the Brentford's left-hand side. And the corner is coming in as we speak. Fraser Foster, he caught it with one hand and then straight came out of his hands and caught it. Very, very calm and composed there. And rolls it out, and Tottenham come out with the ball.
All right, I wonder if we want to take our time to build now and just get our foothold on the game again, or if we're going to rush it. In possession, though. Son's trying to force it, trying to make things happen. It's a little bit too much on the cross from Perry for me. There's different types of crosses you can do. I know he was trying to do the hang ball, the hang kind of cross.
Oh, Kulusevski.
But sometimes I prefer if you kind of ping it in with a bit of pace, you whip the balls in.
Son goes for goal.
Ooh.
Oh, that forced the Brentford keeper into a save.
Second shot on goal. Son hasn't started.
Okay, just to say to Judas, I may have got it wrong, and it may be January the 15th, but I am no C-Tech Harry Potter. Good banter, my friend, though, very good banter.
Spurs are getting a foothold of the game now. Do you think that goal was lucky? that Brentford scored.
Yeah, I mean, the deflection, you can really... It looked like Foster made a...
Yeah, I thought he made a
big
howler, but to be fair, it was a deflection.
Yeah.
And like,
so he did well to get his foot to it.
Yeah. And I think, like, with Brentford, their go-to is route one and to press and force Spurs into mistakes.
But you know what it is? What you got on my Brentford, they know that's their skill and they do it.
Yeah, they do it very well.
You look at this, we are, like the comment came in earlier saying about our front five being so dynamic.
Yeah.
You need to play attacking football to get the ball to them.
It's true.
Brentford play to their strengths and they know what they are.
Yeah.
And we're trying to do things that we're just, at the moment, not on the same wavelength or capable of doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just overplaying and trying to be too pretty, it's gone out for a throw.
Yeah. Just keep it simple sometimes. And it will work. Because that's what they did. They kept it simple. They went route one. They got towards our goal. A deflection happened and they scored. And so you can overplay and overthink and try to be too crafty and it just kind of backfires on you.
Correct.
It's interesting. In the World Cup, they were letting a lot of like things go.
Yep.
And I wonder if that's communication from the powers above.
Maybe.
And I wonder if that's going to be communicated into the Premier League this season as well, in the second half.
Just got to say, Harry Kane just, again with his first touch, was a bit...
off.
Yeah, let's just hope he can... Let's just give him a clear shot on goal.
Well, he's been like that this season, to be fair. Even though he scored quite a few goals, I feel like his touch has been a little bit off. And Son as well. Not in this game, but just in general. And I noticed that when Cooley wasn't there, that's what it kind of highlighted it even more.
Yeah.
That their first touch has been slightly off this season.
Spurs building from the back again.
And that's why I prefer, like, if you just keep it simple, give them an easy ball to look after, get a bit of confidence,
yep.
and then start to speed it up. Do you know what I mean? But I do get why we do play it quick, because the other teams can set up defensively and it's easy to defend. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
There's a time and period in the game. Sometimes play it slow, sometimes play it fast.
It's almost
and that's what I'm talking about. Those type of balls there.
Yep.
It was Tanganga, wasn't it, that put a pass in, and it was a simple pass, but he put too much on it and it wasn't accurate. Pass accuracy needs to be a bit better.
It certainly does. It certainly does. But here we are. We are in the 33rd minute. It is still Brentford 1, Tottenham 0. And let's just hope we can... Can you see a goal before half-time for us?
No, not unless we push up the pitch a little bit further. I feel like we're a little bit too mid-block. Not mid-block, but we're too mid in the pitch, if that makes sense.
Yep.
If we push up a little bit higher up the pitch, I think we can ask a lot more questions. Like I said to you before, Longley, I thought we brought him in to be a ball-playing centre-back, and I would like him to ask a lot more questions at the back.
Brentford on the
playing
attack
out from
again.
the back.
It's all coming down their left, our right-hand side.
Yeah, and I thought that would, because our right side's more attacking, so that leaves more space. So I think they would identify that. But I reckon they thought that Emerson Royal was going to start, and so they had planned to start their attacks on the left. And also Henry's their most attacking wing-back. So I envision their attacks will come down our right, which is their left. Yeah.
Let's face it, I mean, Brentford are no mugs at home. They've beaten United. They battered United.
They beat City away.
They beat Arsenal last
game.
season. This is not easy ground to go to.
They get results against top 6 teams.
They really do.
So, yeah. This is, from my point of view, I expected them to give us some type of trouble and some problem. As I said, they're very aggressive. As you can see, they've been winning balls back in midfield. They've got the free. They outnumber us. They take gambles. They're very good on set pieces. They do the long throw. The old school Stoke.
They're doing it, yeah. It kind of reminds me when we go to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
These kind of tight grounds.
And this
is a long throw.
This is when I go back to my point.
There's a complete... Oh, there's a shot. Oh, Foster saves with his legs. That's very close to 2-0. It's gone off for a corner. That was a brilliant turn and shot. And it has gone off for a corner. Completely rolls Longley. Well done, Forster.
Yeah, so going back to my point is like, yeah, as we know, all of their set piece. How did they get their chance again? Another set piece. They got a corner now.
Yeah.
Another set piece. That is their strengths. You said it. They're going to play to their strengths. I'd just like to see Longley play in behind, play a few long balls through.
What a punch by Forster.
Ultra punch. Cadusa! That's a smash, bro.
Tottenham tried. A little bit of skill by Brentford there. They're
assertive now. Look after it. Get the ball. The header was to no one.
Yep, the header was absolutely to no one. And Brentford, look at the space he's got in midfield. They're building up now. They're back on the touchline. They're in the area, and it's gone off for a goal kick.
Oh, it's going to be a corner. Yeah, goal kick. Sorry. Yeah.
Good defending there. They are breaking through, and they're finding these passes very easy. The Brentford fans are applauding the output from their players.
So when we push up, obviously it leaves us exposed.
Yeah.
Which is going to happen when you try to go for the game. You're going to leave spaces in behind, and so you saw the gaps in midfield right there. Are we going to go long for? I think this is our thing now. We have to go long from goal kicks, old school. So now they're backing off. They know we're not going to go short. They're backing off now.
Yep.
That was their game plan, to press us from the goal kick, guarantee you. But the only thing is, the kicks now are going straight back to Brentford.
And they're building a Brentford on the attack again.
And they're getting more momentum off of it. The balls aren't actually going to us in the goal kicks.
As Brentford go back to the goalkeeper, who's only had a couple of P-roller saves to kind of make, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Tanganga out muscles. They've gone long again. But Dyer's there. Dyer is there.
We have to be able to get 2 yards on them when they've got the ball, because if you know Dyer and Longley've got no pace and you're anticipating a long ball, and you just have to give yourself some time and space.
It's that anticipation, isn't it?
You've got to read the game a bit better.
Okay, Spurs building in the middle, and Højbjerg stood on the ball.
That's all right. Don't mind.
It's a little bit of showboating. The new showboat.
As long as he didn't lose the ball, that's the most important thing. We can start the attack again.
Yeah, you know, like we were saying earlier, the Bissouma and the Højbjerg and Bentancur partnership was working, and there was variation in the game. These two, Højbjerg and Bissouma, haven't exactly been as involved as I thought they would be. What about you?
It's down to communication. I think Biss is going to be the one that sits a bit more than Højbjerg. I've seen Højbjerg in their box a lot more.
Overhit it, bit of sliding tackle to save it. Longley took a wild shot, which got a couple of deflections, and now it's cleared.
There we go.
Højbjerg has it on the edge of the D. Oh, he tries to wriggle through them all, and the Brentford goalkeeper clears it.
He has to
and
shoot.
Bissouma's won it.
When you're in the centre of the area, centre of the goal, you have to shoot.
Yep. Perisic out wide. Trying to find an angle for the cross, but plays it square to Doherty on the edge of the area. Out wide to Kulu. Tries a cross, a dinked cross, but it went straight to the Brentford first man.
And here we go. Free kick.
And a free kick to Brentford to take the sting out of the game.
I don't mind that. That's smart defending. Yeah, I just feel that with Højbjerg and Bissouma, you just have to ask questions constantly, and you have to get on the ball and make things happen, and just make yourself available. Especially for some of those defenders that are misplacing those passes. You need to drop in deep sometimes and spray it long. And sometimes you need to just travel with the ball just to break the lines. And I think it's a mixture of the two. Bissouma's been quiet for me. Defensively, he hasn't looked too bad, but I would like to see him get on the ball a bit. But I just feel because they haven't played a lot together, they don't have that rhythm. They don't have that same chemistry that him and Bentancur would have, because they played a lot more games, which is understandable. But Biss has to get a foothold in the game. He needs to show up a little bit more for me. And as we said before, in first halves, when he starts games, Bissouma, he hasn't looked as good. Whereas when he's come on in the second half, or he's come on in the game, he's looked a lot better.
I have to say, a good friend of the channel and a very good friend of mine, George Giorgio's in the comments, and he said, you know that the lack of quality when you can't see how a team is going to make a goal.
Yeah.
And you're right, George. I hope you won. I hope you had a good Christmas. And it's coming through Kulusevski, if anything, isn't it?
It is. But I said the game will be won if Højbjerg has a good game. I said if Højbjerg has a good game, then I think we can win. Like you said before, all of our attacks have come down from the right-hand side. And I just feel we need something else. It just can't just be the right. It needs to be... Longley needs to get on the ball. He needs to switch the play. He needs to... if we're playing three at the back, one of the centre backs have to join into attack when we're pushing forward, just to create an overload, to give Brentford something else to think about. So we need something else.
Here we go. Okay, they've just said what a stat that is. Harry Kane has had the fewest touches on the pitch, and that's including both goalkeepers.
Right.
10 touches.
And this is the reason why you see Kane drift in so much, because when he's not in the game like this and he's playing centre forward, you'll often see him drop deep and try and collect the ball. You saw Son quite a lot. Son has dropped in quite a lot, and he's tried to dribble past a lot of players to make things happen. But I just wonder if should Son be up top? Should Son play further forward and Kane play a bit deeper? I don't know. I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, do you know what you're looking at as well? That we spoke about the bench, the options. The only attacking outlay is Brian Hill.
Yeah.
And at least maybe his is to do the unexpected. Is maybe what we need. Maybe what we need. Someone to just get the ball and do the unexpected.
No, but the reason why you're also right for that comment, because I said I wasn't sure, because Brian Hill hasn't got end products, but the fact that he can come on and he can literally dribble between lines and make something happen, at the moment, it's only Kulu that can do that. We don't have anyone else that can break lines. And our passing accuracy has been poor. Spurs play well when our passing accuracy is really good, and we can do 1 or 2 touch football and can create triangles, and we can pass around defenders. It's like the first thing you learn at football when you're a kid. You pass, you do 1-2s, you pass around the team. The ball moves quicker than the person, so you let the ball do the work. You've always taught that, you've always coached that. So if our passing accuracy gets a little bit better, then yes. But if not, then you need someone like a Brian Hill that can break the lines, that can actually beat players and make it tricky and ask questions, because we're not asking enough questions at the moment.
Doherty with a bad pass, but thankfully defended well.
Yes.
A little bit of great defending by Brighton. Brentford, Jesus Christ.
That was Basuma that cut that ball out, wasn't it? And put the forward ball pass. And that's what we need to see a lot more of. Winning the ball back and then literally progressing the ball forward straight away. Because when we win the ball back, then that's when we have space in behind, and then we can make the forward pass. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. We're trying to break through the centre. Sure, that's a foul.
See, I think
2 men on him.
I think they're adopting the World Cup style.
It's looking that way.
Before, that would be a free kick. It's like a little bit more aggression is being needed. Well, I feel like they're getting the rub of the green at the moment.
Here we go. Kulusevski's got the ball. We're on the break.
Lovely. Good play.
But Basuma tries too much on the ball and is dispossessed. And Brentford are through 1-on-1. Ivan Toney. He tries to go round. It is 2-0.
Basuma.
The flag's gone up for offside.
I was going to say, I
flag's gone up.
Because he looked way too open.
Goddamn Christ.
I was like, no way is that onside.
That's Basuma trying to do. He's a lucky boy, Basuma. He's a very, very lucky boy.
And a simple pass was on.
Simple pass. He tried to check back in.
You know what it was? His first touch was off. His first touch was off.
Oh, he is off. But that Tanganga was the one that looked like may have been playing him on. He took the ball round Fraser Foster and put the ball away very, very well. Basuma is a very, very lucky man. And Spurs just look absolutely all over the place at times.
He lost his footing. His first touch was heavy. He lost his footing. And then he tried to take another touch, which put him into trouble. And then that's when they won the ball and literally passed it through Route 1 straight into Tony. Is he checking the goal? Checking the offside? Yeah, it's definitely offside.
But they just double-checked with VAR, and VAR have confirmed it's offside. We start again. We are very, very fortunate. And Basuma is going to get a rollicking from Conte when he gets in for that.
100%.
An absolute rollicking. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ollie skip, actually, in the second half. Basuma now plays a simple ball. As we enter the final minute, Kane header. Trying to cushion it down to Heung-min Son, but the goalkeeper read it. So, if you could make... what would you do if you're Conte?
Keep it the same at the moment. I wouldn't change anything.
No changes whatsoever?
Not yet. No, not yet. I'd give him a rollicking.
People in the chat? What would you do right now, people in the chat?
I'll give it 10 minutes at least. Give the players 10 minutes to redeem themselves.
What a pass by the Brentford goalkeeper.
Their keeper can pass out. We might want to look at him. He's someone we need to have.
For me, it's Dean Henson. I really like the Brighton goalkeeper.
Oh, yeah.
And I do mean Brighton this time. I don't mean...
Isn't that Sanchez, no?
Yeah.
The keeper. Yeah. Sanchez is a good keeper. I rate him.
Obviously, I'd love Martinez from Villa, but it's not happening.
Yeah, apparently he's a bit of a problem, isn't he? Emery wants him out. Emery doesn't want him. Emery said he wants him out in January.
Oh, really?
Apparently. So, he's causing a bit of conflict in the dressing room.
Well, his value has just soared up because of the World Cup, so...
Yeah. See, I don't think he should have said that.
Yeah, who came... I mean, I have to say, and I agree with... Where is it that I've just seen the comment? I can't find where it is. Let me find it.
It's been working down that right-hand side.
Powder TCG, who said Bentancur is our best midfielder and most creative.
It's been working. It's been working that right-hand side.
To Kane.
He didn't read it. What is he thinking of? He didn't read it. Højbjerg should have kept on running. I don't know why he checked back in. Because that pass was on.
You can see... I think what Powder TCG said, you can see without Bentancur the difference in this midfield.
Definitely. It's a shame. And I think that's why he wants another midfielder.
Yep.
For that reason.
We're entering 4 minutes of stoppage time, people. 4 minutes. In a half that will be... I
missed that World Cup stoppage time.
We'll be fortunate to go in 1-0.
Don't you miss that 7 minute, 9 minute?
That was so crazy.
Oh, that was beautiful. Because it was more football. You want to see more football. At the end of the day, that's what it is. But I think TV rights take over. They got to keep within the times. It's money.
That's exactly.
But jeez, man. No, it's getting better from Spurs though. Spurs are on the front
trying
foot.
to get more involved.
I told you, Kane's got to drop in a little bit more. Let's see a bit of the ball. He's had 10 touches. He's not in the game.
I have to say, respect to the Brentford fans, they're not booing Kane at all. Big respect to them. And we're just trying to build from the back again. Bissouma.
That's it, play it simple. Bissouma's best when he plays it simple.
Exactly. And we're out wide now.
To be fair, he did...
Paris is trying to float a cross in. It's a good cross.
Here we go.
They're out to Højbjerg. Volley. Bounces off the first defender.
He did strike it quite well. But
he did strike it very well.
But that's what we need. Højbjerg advancing how he is. We need more of that. But sometimes you just need to be clever. If the shot's not on, just be a little bit clever in that position. I think he was hurrying it too much. There might be a better pass on. He's asking questions. Højbjerg's asking questions, though. He's doing progressive passing.
on the ball.
That's what I like to see him.
And here's Son, sorry. Brentford are very well. They're marshalling their defence very well. And a needless foul by Tanganga there. A needless foul.
To be fair, if he doesn't foul him there, because that's
high.
Oh yeah. I mean,
high, and it's Tony, so it's not like someone's running forward off him.
I think that's their route in. I think they play a ball into Tony like centre forwards do. Tony holds it up. Tony lays it off, and then their second striker runs in behind, or one of the attacking mids, or one of their wingers.
Conte was fuming.
He was not happy with that challenge.
Giorgio super chat. Too many uncommitted players in possession and tackle. Tanganga, championship player at best. What do you think of that?
What, from that challenge?
No, from Tanganga, championship player.
I'm split on it. He's not good enough for Spurs. I'm sorry.
I don't think he's good enough for Spurs.
I don't think he's
now.
championship.
He needs
Championship's
a
bit harsh.
He needs a low move.
Yeah, he 100% needs a low move.
You've got to remember where we have to decide a position for him. Because we just...
Centre back for me.
I call him Google Street Map because we just plop him in any position. We just drag him and plop him.
In a free, he can play a centre back. I think he's got the pace, he's got physicality. He just needs to read the game a bit better.
Okay, Spurs break with Son. Try to get up away.
This could be our last chance.
Yeah, we're in the last 30 seconds.
There we go, Son.
Son come inside. His man.
Beat man.
Cutting in.
Lovely. Have a shot now.
Højbjerg. Does a quick turn to find Perisic out wide. The cross. Oh, Doherty was sliding in. Our top goal scorer at the moment. Doherty's on fire. Good defending by Brentford. Bissouma out to Kulu. Doherty trying to get a cross in.
Deflection.
It's a good cross, but the goalkeeper claims it right underneath Kane. And I would imagine that will be the last action of the half.
Yep,
it is half time. It is half time here with Spurs losing 1-0 to Brentford. And what do you make of that first half?
Is it all doom and gloom? There was periods when we've had the ball, we've looked fretful. I like to ask more questions. In that, towards the end of the second half, I thought we came into the game a lot better. Second balls, we are winning, but they are having the bit of the rub of the green. I think the ref is on their side a little bit. I think they had the better chances out of the two of us. Set pieces are definitely their threat. They like to go long. They're aggressive. They know what they do. They know their game plan. They know it well. I think they're full strength. I think we're missing one or two key players. Could Spurs do better? Yes, they could. Will they come out in second half? They will. I predicted that the first half, like we're a team of two halves. We normally start a little bit slower. Bring on the second half. I just think mistakes are our problem. Centre backs passing out, putting pressure on our wing backs, on our midfield, then winning the ball back. I feel that Basuma needs to get in the game a bit more. I think we need to play it simple. I don't think we need to rush it sometimes too much. I think that's when we make mistakes. And I think with Højbjerg being our most advanced type of midfielder, I think he needs to be a little bit cuter, a bit more clever on the ball to break the lines. There's certain times he has opportunities and he's gone for the shot, and I think that time he could have slipped a through ball through or maybe played it out wide. And then there's times when he should have shot and he hasn't shot and he's overplayed it. And I think the same with Basuma as well, but obviously Basuma's playing a little bit further back. I think Perisic needs to get in the game a lot more. I haven't seen enough more of him. He's a winger. I want him to be a winger.
Yep.
I don't know if he needs to play further up the pitch. Maybe that's what it is.
I think he does. I think from the World Cup.
I don't know if it's an instruction from Conte, that the reason why he's playing a little bit further back in. I think Longley needs to overload, needs to bring a little bit more. We didn't bring him into the club as a defender to sit back and be passive. We brought him in defenders as a ball-playing defender. So I want him to switch. I want him to switch it a lot quicker. I want it to be 3 passes and then switch.
Yep.
Keep it simple. 1, 2, 3, boom, switch. Do you know what I mean? Because they're gathering. I've noticed when we play Brentford at the moment in this first half, they bunch their team up on one side. And so if you switch it out quickly to the wing back, especially to our right side, because that's where all of our attacks have come from the right-hand side, I think that's where we're going to get most success. I think Son hasn't been too bad. He's had periods where he's dribbled through, he's done some dribbling. But I would like Kane to swap with him. I'd like Kane to drop into that hole, as he's been doing, and Son to play slightly further forward. Kulu, keep up the good work. We're not playing out from the back, which is a relief, because I think there's a mistake in us between Dyer and Longley and Tanganga. But that's my take on it so far. I mean, Brentford have executed their game plan very well. I think the goal was unlucky, but they have had good chances and they made the most of their chances.
So I think it was unlucky with the finish, but Brentford did very, very well to spring that attack on us. I think with us, we've just lacked some composure.
Yeah, we do.
We've been lacking some composure. Brentford have come out and done what they've had to do. I think Thomas Frank goes in right now and thinks that's exactly what I asked my team to do. I don't think Antonio Conte can say the same, but we have a couple of super chats to deal with. So the first one is from not Hyun, not Min, but Sun, that says, think this proves how much we're crying out for a central midfielder and new defenders. Look lost without Bentancur. Really poor. Can the World Cup come again? So there's, it's true. It's true. The need for strengthening January is being seen. And then Brandon Troller once again. We need 2 new centre-backs, Bastoni de Vrij, a right-back, Porro, in January. But knowing Levy, we'll sign Mario Balotelli and David Luiz and call it a day.
Best super chat so
no
far.
comment from myself, but I totally agree. I'm not going on a Levy rant just yet. It's bloody Boxing Day. I'm going to try and enjoy myself. Spurs are back. Yes, it is not the Spurs that we... Or it is... Oh, we've got another one from Michael Hellman. No excuse for this form. Hopefully turn it around for the second half. Yeah, I mean, we have seen a lot of second half performances. Mm-hmm. We have seen a lot where we've got in 1-0 down and conceded first. How are you feeling? Do you think we're going to come out Will the real Tottenham Hotspur please stand up?
Conte's going to put a rifle right up their back-yoles.
Yeah.
He's literally going to put a new one on them. Trust me, he's going to rip them a new arsehole. But, yeah, they just need to be a lot more assertive now. And like I said before, just keep it simple. Get confidence in the back line. And sometimes we need to just do what Brentford are doing. Go along.
Yep.
Go along. If the distribution's not there and we can't build attacks, we have 3 capable forwards. Get it into them. Get it into their feet. Let them do what they do best. That's my opinion.
Well, we've got to. I mean, just looking at it, I mean, obviously, a lot of our good work did come down the right with Kulusevski and Doherty. It's just been telegraphed, hasn't it? They've known that Kulusevski is a danger man and what he can do, and they have done everything they need to do to the team. They're just replaying the goal again. The header is easily won. Why Ivan Toney is with Tanganga is on Toney. The sheer size difference.
Yeah.
They can maybe match up for power, but the size difference, and Tanganga is a couple of yards behind him. Tom Edgell with a super chat, and I think he's right. I swear we are cursed with the 12:30 kickoffs. It seems to be a thing. The super chats are coming in thick and fast. Thank you very much, people. Kaylee Davies, I think the real problem so far is that they aren't wearing the scuba kit for an away match. The scuba kit, the cycle proficiency, whichever one. You may have a point. You may have a point, Kaylee. But yeah, let's just see. I mean, I have to say we spoke about this. I was disappointed with Basuma in that half. I really was. He gets these opportunities. He would have had a month with, as I said to you backstage before we came on. Conte would have had a month with him where he had obviously his players that were at the World Cup, so he could really focus on players like him and say, right, this is what we need to focus on.
Yeah.
When he's come off the bench, he's made impacts, but every time he's had that start and he's had that chance to prove that he's in line for a starting position. He flatters to deceive, I feel. What about yourself?
I just think we're 3 against 2. That's how I feel. 3 against 2, you're always going to be outnumbered. It's always going to be hard. And it's all about chemistry, rhythm, playing with a partner as many times as possible. The last time he was partnered with Højbjerg was West Ham, correct me if I'm wrong. And so when you don't have that level of consistency that Bentancur's had, of course you're going to struggle. Not to say he's been awful, but he just needs to be in the game a little bit more. Yeah, he did have that moment where he tripped over the ball and put Ivan Toney's put through one-on-one on goal. Luckily it was offside. But I just need to see a little bit more of him because we're not seeing him pretty much. And I like my midfielders to dominate possession, dominate the ball. I like to see them come short. If they're not going short, I need them to come along. I need them to offer something different. For me, Basuma's known for his dribbling. We have not seen that at Spurs.
Yep.
That was meant to be the difference between him and Højbjerg. And so originally we thought it was going to be Basuma and Bentancur as a 2. But because we haven't seen Basuma dribble on the ball and be press resistant. And instead, we're seeing them trip over the ball, being very passive, play it very safe. In fact, Basuma has been our most accurate passer in the Spurs shirt. I think he had something like 91% pass accuracy. And it's because he's been doing loads of short passes, lots of backwards passes, lots of sideways passing. Very safe. We need to see him do more, I'd say, long balls, because he can do long balls. He saw it in a friendly. He was doing long balls, so he has it in his locker. We need to see him be more assertive, get the ball, dribble with it, beat players, be press resistant, and just dictate games. And that's going to help Spurs push up the field. If our defenders aren't confident in the ball, take the ball off them and make it happen. And we know he has the fitness and ability to be everywhere. He has the athletic mobility about his physique. So he can be that player that can be dynamic and get around the pitch. We're just not seeing it at the moment. So it's a frustration from myself. It's a frustration from the fan base. And hopefully in the second half, we can see a little bit more, not just from him, but from Spurs in general. But I do feel like I've seen Højbjerg advance a lot more. So I do feel like he's the one to sit more. And I think that's the reason why we're not seeing him as much. But when Brentford go along, he's meant to be our protection.
So a couple of questions. One from a super chat from Brandon Troller, then I'm going to ask yourself and the 1,200 people watching us. So thank you very much indeed for spending your Boxing Day with us. Brandon is saying, I can't be the only one itching to see Pape Matar Sarr.
Yeah, it's a different option. He's young. I haven't seen a lot of him, to be fair. In the French league, from what I saw, he was amazing. He was box to box. That's what we want. Someone that's kind of break it from defence. But to be fair, when you're going at a box to box midfielder and you see a midfielder running from our half into their half, you do need the space to run in behind. And has there been a lot of that in this half?
No.
If you look at the possession stats, most of the possession has been in the middle of the park. It hasn't been in their half. It hasn't been in our half. It's been in the middle of the park, and that's where the midfield battles have been won. So is Pape Sarr, is he going to come in and is he going to win the ball back for us? Is he going to be a top defensive midfielder and drive us forward? But if he does drive forward, where's he driving forward to? Because they've got three midfielders. They have basically they have a five at the back. They play a 3-5-2, what we do. Sorry, a 5-3-2, what we do. And when they want to, their centre forwards, they tuck in. So they can be a 5-4-1. So then that means there's no space in the middle. And that's why it's congested. That's why it's hard to break them down. That's why we've had so much possession on the right-hand side, because the space has been on the right. It's not been in the middle. So Pape Matar Sarr coming in necessarily might not change things. Even Skip, because Skip will come in the two, and Skip was doing well for us before he got injured in last season. So just because Skip comes in or Sarr comes in, it's not necessarily going to change, because they're going to have to play defensive mid. Unless Højbjerg plays defensive mid and they play slightly more forward. And I remember when Skip was playing in the free, he was playing more advanced midfield, and this season he hasn't been good in that role. So it's like, I do understand like people want to change, but it's just, do we need Højbjerg to be defensive mid and the midfielder to come to be more advanced? Do they have it in their locker to be more advanced? And we need an attacking mid, lads. That's what we need, Spurs fans. So, we need a creative midfielder. That's what we need. We need a ball-playing midfielder in that position, because you can't have a box-to-box. I don't know. Pape Sarr could prove me wrong. He could be dynamic, and he could be like how Dele was, and all of a sudden he starts to spring into life in the middle of the park, starts dictating, passing through the lines, dribbling past players, because that's what we need at the moment right now. We need someone that's either going to pass the ball between the lines and find Kane and Son, or we need someone that's going to dribble past players.
The thing that annoys me with this as well, I would like to see Sarr, but you've obviously got Ollie Skip, but again, we're relying on our ones kids. For the future.
Kids, potentials.
To come and save
we
the
haven't
day.
seen it in a Spurs shirt. Haven't seen it in a Spurs shirt. So we can't say Sarr. I didn't even see it in the World Cup with Sarr. So I couldn't even say, I was waiting to watch the World Cup, watch Senegal, and think, let me see Sarr. I didn't really see it and say, like, that was a standout performance from Sarr. I saw moments, and I've seen moments in friendlies, but I can't say it in the Spurs shirt. I know, okay, he needs the opportunity to warrant it. But until that happens, question marks. It's potential. That's what it is.
So the question I wanted to ask you as well, and this goes to everyone in the chat as well, because I've been saying it and people have known I've been saying it. I don't want to hear anything about midfielders or attackers. We need defenders. We need open heart surgery on this defence. But if I said to you right now, and this is people in the chat as well, we would sign 2 top centre-backs.
Everyone's going to say Rovidal, isn't it?
No, not the player names. I'll give you either 2 top centre-backs. I'm not giving any names.
Oh, right, okay.
Or
2 centre-backs.
A centre-back and a right-back, wing-back. Which one are you going for? Because I'm going 2 centre-backs.
I respect it still.
But what would you choose? The 2 centre-backs, or would you go centre-back and a right wing-back? And people in the chat, what would you go for?
It's techie because you got the Doleman and Kulu linking up very well. That wasn't the problem, was it now? It wasn't, let's be honest. Yep. The goal came from Tanganga. He was 2 yards off his man. He wasn't physical enough. He didn't anticipate Tony getting that ball. He needs to be winning those balls, or at least giving Tony a problem to think about. He's thinking, I don't know if I can win that ball. I might have to take a second touch. Do you know what I mean? Or I might have to think about how I take my touch to knock it into another player. He knows that's his game. So, listen, if we got 2 centre-backs, I'll be happy. We've been screaming for a wing-back, I know, but Dyer and Longley ain't it. Sanchez ain't it. We need someone that can play. Tanganga's
Roden,
definitely not it.
Roden, who's meant to be coming back.
Our centre backs we need the whole back line, Kalas. It needs to go. We need to rip it out. We need an architect, like you said, to come in, give us the blueprint and start again.
Okay, guys, just the players are out for the second half.
Conte's system relies on playing out from the back. Sorry,
we got another super chat from Travis that's saying if we get an attacking midfielder, the only way I can see it working with this squad is if we go to a 3-5-2, which Conte doesn't prefer, sadly. It's another conundrum. This is the thing.
No, he wants to play it. He wants to play a 3-5-2. Trust me.
You reckon?
But we're top heavy.
And we're off. We are off, and let's hope
top heavy.
Second half Tottenham have turned up.
Conte's playing to our strengths. That's the reason why we go 3-4-3. He wants to do 3-5-2. Trust me. Before, he was playing 3-5-2. Not with Spurs, obviously, with Inter. But he came to Spurs and he said, look.
We got a members chat member for 9 months, from Powder TCG. 2 centre-backs all day. I'd rather have a 0-0 than lose 1-0. That's basically I think I'm one of those old school guys that if you don't lose, you don't. Sorry, if you don't concede, you don't lose.
It's split.
And the centre backs are for me of the major importance. Spurs, we are now at Højbjerg on the ball.
Ask questions. That's what I want.
So Kulu. Spurs being a lot more direct, trying to get Kane off and running.
That's all it is. We need diversity. If the 3-4-3 is not working, there's moments in the game we can switch to an attacking mid and put an attacking mid, flexibility. And I told you at the start, Frank does it. Thomas Frank does it. He's the flexibility of a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3.
What was that part? Someone just tried an outstep of the foot pass to absolutely no one.
Passing accuracy. That's what I said before. It's the passing accuracy that lets us down. And that comes down to your personnel. And that comes down to centre backs not being able to pass out from the back. And I'm not saying they.
Oh, Basuma!
He's having a mare.
Literally tried a short pass and it's gone out for a throw-in. I don't think you'll be seeing Basuma very much longer in this half. Every time, like we were saying, when he has the 90 minutes to try and impress, he has let himself down massively.
Such a shame. We had high hopes for him as well.
When we signed him, and I still think he will become a very, very important part of our seasons going forward. He has just not clicked into gear this season, that's for sure. In the bin 2K, you're definitely right. Adoji, I'll take it. We can't bring him back, but I'll take him back right now.
Yeah. We need something from our wings, our wing back, sorry. Or our left side anyway, especially.
And Brentford had a miscommunication.
But at least with Perry, you know you're going to get set pieces.
Oh!
It's broken Spurs.
It's broken. Oh, it's overhit from Son to Kane. Oh, Kulusevski, my bad. There's a mix-up in the Brentford defence, and it bounced very kindly to Son, who tried to pass it through.
Well, listen, if we carry on like this, we'll get something.
Yeah, we started more positive than the first half, and you can hear the Spurs faithful doing what they do best, the 12th man.
Yeah, Tottenham are much more positive, more assertive. I think we're doing more direct balls. Something's changed. I'm not quite sure yet what it is, but we're definitely more direct, and it's working.
Yep, we see nice bit of skill there by Højbjerg.
Play it simple, please. I know, I get it. Just play it simple.
And we're back with our back line, passing it out wide to Ivan Perisic. Flick on by Kane on the halfway line. No one there to receive it.
Just need a bit more anticipation from Kulu there if you're going to play that false 9.
Well, we've tried to be a bit more inventive, or a bit, like we said, a bit more direct this half than we started.
You think Kulu coming in's helped that? He looks like he's a bit more narrow. Because before it was a bit wider in the first half. He's come a bit more central.
He has.
And so I think maybe that's how we're going direct, a bit more narrow against their three to give them more problems.
Oh, played Harry Kane, rolled his man, he's found Son. Son is by himself going forward.
That's what we want to see Son at.
Pass it wide to Perisic, cross coming in. Oh,
could have gone
it's a good cross. Ben-Mee clears it out for a corner. This is definitely better, Tottenham. Come on.
That's what I said.
Come on, you Spurs.
I felt like having Son a bit more central would be different. Would work a bit more, rather than having him a bit more wide. You can ask more questions. Him dribbling at the defenders, they hate it. Ask any centre-back, any defender. You hate players that run at you. And that's what Son just did. He ran, he did a little dummy.
And especially running at you with pace.
Exactly.
So Heung-min Son to take the corner.
Set piece kings versus set piece kings.
And Brentford clear it. Poor corner.
Needs to do a bit better on those corners.
And we tried to head it back wide to Son. It's gone for a throw, which Brentford take quick, but Perisic was alert.
Okay.
Well done, Perisic. Højbjerg. Back to Longley, which goes back to Doherty. Bissouma. Wide to Højbjerg. Just on the halfway line.
It's interesting. That
Switches the play over to Japhet Tanganga.
Much better.
Oh, it's much, from Kulu to Kane. Kane.
Much better. Much better. And the reason why I like Kane a little bit further back, because he can hold on to the ball.
And he can see the pass.
And he can see the pass. Thank you.
Longley breaking forward.
Right.
You're welcome, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Perisic cross in. It's a dangerous
Attack
cross.
it.
Oh, that was he was
ref.
holding all over.
Ref. It was all over.
Spurs are asking for a
Kane
penalty.
penalty. Come on.
Come
like
on,
I
let's get a
predicted.
penalty for Kane.
Like I predicted.
I think VAR may be looking at this. I don't know if it'll get given.
Hey, Kulu's rowdy, you know.
Mate,
hey.
so is that, mate.
It's the ginger in him.
It's handbags. Let's have a look. It's a great ball in from Perisic once again.
Perry, sauce.
He is being held. He is being held, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah. And he tried to put his arms out like, I'm not doing nothing.
Ben Mee's got to be careful.
So come
It's
on,
not
get
a
on with
penalty.
it. Yeah, get on with it.
Check complete.
Get on with it. Very interesting, though, don't you think? His hands are all over him.
Yep.
It was something to debate. You want more of those, though?
Yeah, second half Spurs have definitely come out, that's for sure.
Because they were asking questions. That's what we need to do. And that was a good cross from Perry.
He's had two good crosses.
Yeah. And if Kane got on the end of that, I think if he wasn't blocked like the way he was, he's going to hit that target with a diving header. Well, Spurs have woken up. I'll say that.
They have indeed.
Starting to break up the half.
Brentford fans starting to get on Kane a bit.
Yeah, because they're nervous. That's why. The batty's almost gone.
So we're in the 52nd minute, just about to go into the 53rd. Still 1-0 to Brentford.
Here we go. It starts there.
He's
Nah,
got his arms around him a bit as well.
Yeah,
So
it's not enough.
50-50.
It's not enough. He tries to get in the outside of him. That's what it is. But he holds him to block him off. But yeah, because Kane uses his arm, I don't think the ref gives it for that reason. It's too soft.
So Bissouma now out wide. Back with Tanganga, who passes it all the way back to Fraser Forster.
Clips
and
it.
We start from the top back again. That's a poor ball. Oh my God, Eric Dyer.
Get him out of the club.
Eric Dyer has just tried to pass or clear a ball.
Take a touch.
And it's off his shin, and it is a Brentford corner.
This is what happened before against Everton. I remember Everton, he did the same thing.
I don't understand
No
how a professional
pressure.
footballer, absolutely no
Always
one
happens.
around you had time to put it down and bring
Two
it down.
centre-backs, please. I know I really wanted a wing-back.
But
Two
you have
centre-backs.
just volleyed that off for a corner. How do you even do that as a professional?
And I know if that was someone else, he'll be screaming at them as well. Because he loves to moan. If something goes wrong, Dyer's the first one to moan.
The corner comes in. Oh my God, it's 2-0.
It's our own goal. Tony.
It's 2-0
Brentford. That's not even our
Brentford.
goal. It's Tony. That's Dyer's fault. Get him out.
All from
Dyer must
Eric
go.
goddamn
Hey,
Dyer.
Dyer's a problem.
Let's give him a new contract.
Dyer's a problem.
Let's award mediocrity.
Dyer is a problem.
Anyone
Hey, it's clear to see, innit?
that sees, and I was saying about two centre-backs or a centre-back and a right-back,
Yeah, you called it.
I'd buy 3 just to make sure he doesn't get on the pitch.
Called it. He's the new Sanchez.
I don't understand.
Hey, he's the English Sanchez.
I mean,
how did he get to the England team as well? How did he get to the England team?
Look at it, they're just replaying
Doink!
it. How do you do it?
Comical. Doink!
How do you
Off
do
his shin.
it?
It's unbelievable scenes.
The corner comes in, it's one,
gone
and
to sleep.
Ivan Toney
They've
is
gone to
just...
sleep.
There's no one
gone to
tracking
sleep.
the run. Højbjerg on the line, absolutely nothing. Brandon Troller, what
Easy.
a
Easy.
player, Eric Dyer.
That's zonal, yeah?
That's...
Zonal
We are
marking.
an absolute shambles at the back.
And he knows. He knows. Don't shake your head. It's your fault. Tyler shaking his head like, can't believe that just happened.
And it is 2-0. We had started off brightly.
What did I say as well? I said
And what
the last
what
5
did I
games.
say? I thought we were going to win 3-1, but if Brentford score first...
The last 5 games, Spurs have conceded 2 goals.
I'm trying very hard not to lose my shit right now. Very hard. And we're trying to claw our way back in.
Can Spurs...
This is exactly what happened with Bournemouth.
Can Spurs
strike again?
Yeah, can Spurs bring it back from 2-0 down? Referee feels sorry for us. He's going to give us a free kick. Conte's licking his lips, but not in a good way.
This is just... On the second day of Christmas, our true love sent to me. Spurs fucking our Christmas.
Was that the remix?
Yeah. Who wants a rewind?
Pull up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pull up the team.
Son with a free kick. We got a free kick. And
Offside?
we fouled, or it's offside in the free kick.
Pandemonium.
This is...
Woeful.
we have been...
Terrible.
Just as we are looking to get
Awful.
back into things...
Painful.
Do you know what? There's just no... The body language of the players. Rally the troops. Be there for each other. G each other up.
Yeah, your head can't go. It's too early. It's too early in the game. You need to get...
There you go. Your stat. That's the 6th game in a row. Tottenham Hotspur have conceded 2 goals. 6th game in a row.
Defence has to be centre-backs.
But let's look at midfielders and strikers. Jaden, what's there to lose? Bring Brian Hill on. Completely agree. What about you, Ashmatic?
Yeah, bring him on. I've got nothing
Bring
more
him
to
on
say.
for Eric Dyer and go for, oh, we've just been spun by Tanganga. Brentford are absolutely buzzing. And thankfully, we got back and defended.
We need to kind of rein it in a bit.
Ivan Toney was trying to be too clever.
Make sure we don't get hit free. Because this could get really
Oh, my
sticky.
God, a cross comes in and 2... Brentford are all over us now. Absolutely all over us. They've got their tails between their legs.
Guys, make sure you take your minerals and vitamins because you're going to need it.
Don't forget, we've got the instant reaction after this. Then we have the fan show shortly after where you guys can come on and have your say. And Brentford are on the attack again. We've got a player down in the penalty area, but Brentford aren't putting it out. They are carrying on. A huge cross up and under. Oh, well, surely Falstaff is fouled. And he is.
How would you feel if Conte brings on Sanchez?
If Conte brings on Sanchez, it will just literally confirm what I've been saying about how shocking this defence is.
You see that there?
Yeah, that's
again.
soft. But yeah, if it honestly, at 2-0 down, if he brings defenders on, you've got to be concerned. You have to be concerned. Heung-min Son now on the left-hand side. Scott's past one, that's a foul. As he was getting past, that may be a yellow card for Jensen. It is. Told him I'm not blaming Levy. I'm blaming Levy for the fact that we have this shit defence, that these defenders are incapable. As I've said a billion times, the second the players cross this white line, the performance and the result has absolutely nothing to do with Daniel Levy. However,
both
the
goals.
very fact that they are allowed to cross that white line and put on that shirt has absolutely everything to do with Daniel Levy.
I mean, both goals were the defenders' faults. I think we gifted them 2 goals, personally, in my opinion. So I think it is a good reason to blame the centre-backs for the poor performance. Otherwise, we'd still be in the game.
The centre-backs are just woeful. But they're woeful because we don't strengthen.
Yeah. So they're winning the free kicks. They're playing for it. They're doing well, man.
And Basuma's just picked up a booking. Tony just rolled him. Honestly, get Basuma off.
Do you know what that means as well?
Get Basuma off the pitch.
He'll come off the pitch. If Basuma gets another booking in his next game, he'll miss a game. He'll have another match ban. And if Kane gets another yellow card, he'll have a match ban as well in his next 3 games. So if he gets a yellow card against Arsenal, he can miss the game against Man City. So Kane's actually walking a tight rope at the moment, Brian.
Yep.
So we have to be careful. I think Sessegnon as well. Yes, Sessegnon I think is on 3 yellows. Was it?
Zien Massiai, super chat saying, "What do we think of Tottenham?" I think it's another Arsenal fan giving money to a Tottenham Hotspur channel.
I love it.
Listen, I'll say it right now, Zien. Right now, we are shit.
Yeah.
There's no getting around it. We are shit.
Yeah, that substitution has to be coming within the next... Well, now, to be fair. I don't think it will happen to the next 10 minutes because he doesn't make substitutions until 70 minutes.
We've just passed the hour, people. We have just passed the hour.
Typically, Conte makes the substitutes on the 70th minute. He doesn't... but I think a change is needed now. Because the game plan hasn't worked.
Oh, wait a minute. Bad defense.
Poor touch.
Yeah, poor touch.
Because a better touch, he's in.
And it was Kulu with the poor touch. Could have been completely in.
Lucky with that one, Brentford. What needs to change, Brian?
I'd get Basuma off the pitch. I'd get Basuma off the pitch and put Brian Hill on and at least try and attack. We need to score.
With Brian Hill, that means 4 up front. Is that what you do? Or 1 in the middle?
You drop Harry Kane a bit deeper.
So Kane becomes a midfielder.
Yep. Listen, when you're losing 2-0, you're going to have to... We have to, literally...
I would tell these players, the centre-backs, to push up a bit more, squeeze a bit more. It's risky, but without a risk...
People in the chat, who would you drop? What changes would you make? 1,300 people with us. If you can make a change right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, so what are you doing?
I know it's a weird time to ask people.
Well, as we're just trying to put an attack together. Perisic tried to cross it, but it was blocked by the very first man.
Mr. Henry.
Brentford.
Mr. Henry.
Oh. Brentford are on the attack. Got past his man, but he'd overrun it. It's gone out for a throw-in. Sorry, you were saying, Ashbatic?
No, I was just saying it's a weird time to ask for likes on the page. I don't know if it's the right time to like the page.
Yeah, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Brentford on the attack again, but it's run through to Fraser Forster. Brandon Troller again with the super chat, my brother. I wouldn't fancy our chances against Wigan and Stoke right now. Yep. Let's see. So we got,
do you think if we had that penalty, it would have changed things?
It would have, but now we've got Longley down.
Longley's
down. I don't know why Longley is down. That was off the ball. We've got people saying Gill and Skip for Tanganga and Basuma.
Reckless. Yeah, I'll do that.
Do you reckon he put a bet on getting booked?
On who?
No, Ivan Toney. He's just got booked.
Oh, you put a bet on?
I'm saying, do you reckon Ivan Toney?
Oh, yeah. He probably did. Yeah.
So Spurs now building up from the back once again, and we've just entered the Brentford half. We're just going back to the defence. Eric Dyer holding the ball for 15 weeks, pointing where he wants it, and then...
I don't like sometimes when the centre-backs have the ball and our midfield 2 are facing our goal.
Yep.
I think they should be on the half turn at least, because then you're more the centre-back's more likely to give it to you. But...
Spurs attacking again. We've got Højbjerg. Changes are coming, the commentators just said, so there will be changes for both teams. Harry Kane!
Here we go.
Harry Kane has scored!
He's back.
A fantastic header. Come on, Spurs. A great cross. Spurs are back in this.
Time to light, guys.
What a header from the main man. What a header. Absolutely out of nothing. Who's crossed that ball in? Højbjerg plays it out wide. It's Longley. Longley with a phenomenal cross.
This is what we bought for.
Harry Kane rises up.
This is what we bought for. That's what I was asking for. I said, I need that centre-back. I need Longley.
The main man, what a header.
I need Longley to just deliver balls into the box.
Come on, Spurs. And as the Spurs faithful start singing, he's one of our own. It's a great header.
Come on, Spurs.
And now we try Brentford now on the attack. Oh, Jesus. They've had a shot, but Longley's there to block it. This might be end-to-end now. Hold on to your seatbelts, people. (2-1) to Tottenham, Brentford. Second half Tottenham. Please now turn up.
Too many damn bees. Get it? Bad joke. It's all right.
Got to be done. Longley defending. Tried to defend and get out for a throw. But Brentford pick it up.
Yeah, if he went home, there's a potential that could have been intercepted. So I don't think he would have headed it back to Forster, sorry. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, the keeper. Brentford playing it down the wide. Go across it. It's a good cross.
Defended
well, but it's gone straight out to a Brentford player on the edge of the area.
There we go.
Højbjerg does very well, but Brentford pick up the second ball. Brentford on the left. Cross.
It goes. Come on.
Player goes down. It comes up to Boom, and he just skies it over.
I can't believe we just watched that ball go across the box like that. You really caught ball watching there.
Ivan Toney.
You're not reacting to that at all. At least run towards the ball, stick a foot out. At least try.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God, what you said.
Sanchez.
We are 2-1 down. We have just scored a goal, and we are changing Tanganga.
I know Conte. That's why I put it out there.
Sanchez. That's the only sub. Okay, what do people make of that? Ravi said, I like the video, and Harry scores. Keep on doing it, people. Get those likes. Likes seem to equal goals, as Nick, Barry, Sean, Phil, Grant usually says. Brentford making a sub. Jensen's coming off.
Oh, because he's on a yellow, isn't he?
To be replaced by Godos.
What is he, Moroccan?
I'm not too sure.
I think he might have been playing in the World Cup. I don't know. They had quite a few players that went to the World Cup, Brentford.
So we've got Dyer, Sanchez, Longley in defence. Oh, nice football by Tottenham down the left-hand side.
That's much better.
Lovely one-touch football, but it got... Brentford read it, and it went back to the keeper. And
final pass over here.
Oh, Spurs now.
More direct. Give it. Release it. Release it.
He tried to do too much. Brentford tried to clear it, but Perisic now has it on the left wing.
Lovely
Stands
ball.
it up. Doherty tried to win it. He does win it, but Brentford just see it out for the goal kick. Tottenham trying to be a bit more lively.
Ask questions. That's all I ask. Just ask questions.
Ryan Brother says, we've got 5 subs, use them.
No, the manager's pragmatic. He's going to take his time. He's cautious. He's going to see it out. And he's stubborn as well. He wants to see his tactics out. It was literally Dyer's mistake that cost us, because we were playing well up until then.
Until his shin.
Until his shin got involved. Let's see how Spurs react, man.
Let's see. Well, we have reacted well. Davison Sanchez with his first touch, and it's over here, and he just stops it from going out for a throw-in.
From bad to worse.
Oh, my God. That first touch, he's got bouncy castles in his football boots.
You reckon Romero's watching the game from like a hotel?
Oh, I don't even want to.
On a rubber dinghy in the pool somewhere in Argentina. Smoking a cigar.
God knows where. We need him back, and we need the Romero from the World Cup back.
We need 2 centre-backs. That's what
we're getting to a bit of a melee in our defence. Oh, my good God. Thank God it had been given a foul. Davinson
The referee
Sanchez.
saved us. Should have played advantage.
Oh my God.
Oh, Spurs free kick, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Because honestly, I'm so lucky. Like Nice said, so lucky.
Can you believe Gill's the only forward we have? That's crazy.
Say again?
Can you believe Gill, Brian Gill,
Yep.
or Gil Messi is the only player we have to bring on?
With an attack. Oh my.
You start panicking.
Well, he almost. I don't know how he almost did that. Human Son now on the left-hand side.
Well, he's dropped him wide.
Perisic on the overlap. The ball comes in, but it's straight at the first man.
That's where all the bodies are.
You know what it
in the
is? When
middle.
we get into these positions, we're not getting past the first man.
No, we're not.
Brentford are causing trouble. That's the problem at the moment, people. Freddie, 2-2, you're praying. I'm praying with you, my friend.
We're pushing up,
Katie
though.
Rickman, Kent Sanchez is making me feel sick. I don't believe you're the only one.
Good ball.
As we come forward, Kulusevski,
Ask questions,
Doherty.
please. Ask questions.
Doherty's cross.
Lovely. Oh, lucky.
Just couldn't bring it down, but Harry Kane has it just outside the area. He
Go
tries
on.
a little clip ball.
And
Brentford
again,
read it.
more questions. Come on. Back again. It reminds me of Bournemouth. The Bournemouth game. Come on.
Eric Dyer uncertain.
All guns blazers now. Come on.
Sanchez now wide.
Ask questions. Ask questions. Be positive.
Oh, Kulusevski a bit over hip.
Still got it. Lovely ball into Kane.
Højbjerg, Kane, Kulusevski. What can the architect do?
Swinging.
But pass it out wide to Doherty.
Swinging. Go
who's
on.
Found...
Swing it in. Go on.
Go on, Højbjerg.
Go on. Ah! Yes!
Yes!
Yes! That's the reason. If Højbjerg plays well, we do it. 2-2.
Oh, wait a minute,
Why do you do this to us, Spurs?
I've just unplugged from...
Why do you do this to us, Spurs? Why?
Why the hell did Tottenham...
Woo! Come on, Spurs. You got excited. We
I
ripped
got
off.
well overexcited. How do we do this to
We
ourselves?
always do this to ourselves.
How do we do this?
Are we onside? Yeah.
Why do we do it to ourselves?
Ask questions. Ask questions.
Kulusevski at the centre of it.
If Højbjerg plays well, we win. Onside, clearly. Come
Kulu
on.
holds the line well. His
Ask
cross comes in,
questions.
it's
It happens.
deflected.
It happens.
To Højbjerg.
Look what happens when you ask
Højbjerg
questions.
dispatches it into the
Come on,
side
man.
netting.
It's from the right-hand side. I'll press the right side, isn't it? Come on.
Second
Two
half, Tottenham.
centre-backs. Listen, if we didn't have those two centre-back errors,
My
we'd be 2-0
God.
up right now.
Why, oh, why do we do this to ourselves, people? That's right, the commentator just said, why do you, this can't be good for your health.
I told you.
Try doing it week in, week out as a Spurs fan.
2-2. That's what I'm going to do.
Let's do it. Come on.
Hold tight to the Arsenal fans in the chat. What you say to me? Talk to me. Talk to me nicely. Let me not blow
Højbjerg's
too much,
fourth.
though. Hey, listen, the game's not done. Let me stay calm. Let me be easy.
Here we go.
Eat my humble
Has
pie.
this taken the stuffing out of Brentford?
I said Spurs just need to push up a little bit further up the pitch and we can kind of force the game a bit. And that's what we're doing. Sometimes go long. It works.
Yep.
They don't like it. Defenders don't like it. There's not going to be no...
Try puts the ball in. Kane goes for a header. Just over the top.
I want him to take a touch there, you know, and swivel. Bow! Like a little Mitrovic thing. Frank's panicking.
Yeah, but MCST saying this team gives me heart attacks. That gives us all.
When that went in the top bins,
Well,
I was happy. Oi, listen, I was so gassed. I'm going to lie to you. I was so happy.
And now you can hear the Spurs faithful singing.
I like it, man. Like the page right now. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Likes equal goals. Are you crazy? Hit that like button. Are you mad? Tell your friend, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your other mister, whatever way you swing. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just hit that like button, innit? Yeah?
Let's do this. Let's have a strong finish.
Come on,
We
look at
have
that. Come on,
17 minutes.
come on, surge and run. Go on,
Spurs are
come on,
counter-attacking.
come on. That's what
Out
I'm
wide to
talking.
the
Come on,
architect.
come on,
Kulu
come on,
to Doherty.
come on. Keep it going, keep it going.
Oh, he's tackled.
it's
He
too
goes
soft,
down claiming
too
a
soft,
penalty.
too
It's
soft,
very soft.
Too soft.
Very, very soft.
Oh,
and
it's
now
beef.
Doherty's having
It's
words.
beef. It's beef.
This game
Irish
has been
cafe,
quite
you know.
high-tempered.
Irish Cafe said, no, calm, ref. I'm all right, ref. I'm all right. I'm good. Just don't like the way he's looking at me.
He goes down very softly.
He kicked him. He did kick through him.
It's
He
soft.
dived. He did dive,
He
though.
dived.
He did dive, though.
Listen, I hate it when players do that full stop. It don't matter if they're in a Spurs shirt or not.
He didn't need to do that. Oh, he put his hand in his face.
He was lucky.
He put his hand in his face.
Yeah, but he went to grab his throat, didn't he? And he just called out. Steve Feltner, Harry Kane and Højbjerg scored.
Oh, did you switch off? Sometimes that happens, you know. You just get so emotional. You're like, listen, I can't even watch this 2-0 down. It's mad. But with Spurs, this season especially, you just have to keep watching. Listen, I honestly think if we get 2 centre-backs, we'll be fine.
Same here.
I honestly think that is the reason why we were down. Honestly, like, oh, yeah. It's mad. The game's not over,
Brentford
though.
are on the attack. Oh, they're through. He's right on.
Oh, it's a pen.
Oh, is that a dive?
Is it a pen? No, he said ref says no.
Literally, they went through one-on-one with Foster. Foster put it past him, and then he took a tumble.
Oof. Yellow card he's giving
yellow.
him. Oh, it's dive. It is a dive. The game's not over, lads. The game's not over.
It's a dive. It is a blatant dive.
He didn't need to do that, though. Both players didn't need to do that. Both players didn't need to do that.
He goes past him.
I know.
Oh, he doesn't
dive.
even touch him.
Big dive.
Foster is on his knees with his hands. He pulls his hand back and he just dives into Foster.
Dive. He was diving.
Honestly, it's horrible to be heard.
Listen, he was diving like he was diving into a DM or something. Like that was a proper deep
Danny
sea
Wright
dive.
saying, loving the commentary, lads. It gets us the 3rd goal. You can have my
tight,
like.
Danny. Big yourself up.
Danny should give the like to get the 3rd goal.
Exactly. Hit them likes, man. Who hasn't liked? Davo, have you liked? I see you,
Sleepy
man. I see in the
Mocker was
comments.
saying he thought that was a
Wilvans,
penalty when he first saw it. I think we all did, but that was I hate it in the game.
Jay Murray, have you liked? I'm calling people out now. Old Jam, have you liked? I'm just saying, have you liked it? Come on, man. Dislike it. Like the ting. Pause.
Powder like TCG again saying one thing with Perisic is he's always willing to give it. He'll always give it the mouth and stick up for his team.
I love it. Eastern European vibe. We like it. Game's on the knife edge at the moment. It could go either way. 15 minutes to go. Who would have thought, though, from 2-0 down, Spurs have brought it back.
Kulusevski now in our half.
Go on.
Just
go on, switch it. Go on, one more.
We find some Perisic on the overlap.
Sonny, go on.
Streaming
Sonny, go on.
He looks
go
for
on, my
Perisic.
son.
He finds Perisic. Perisic.
Jeez!
Oh,
roasted, man. That's what I'm talking. Here we go.
Mandolfi. Harry Kane.
Oh! Go on, do that. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Perisic nutmegs, puts in a beautiful cross.
That's what we need to see more Perry, you know. See if our left and our right start moving mad.
See you later, nutmeg, stands it up.
Oh, he loves a stand-up, though.
He cushions it down for Kane. Kane goes for the bicycle kick. And then there's claims for a handball. I can't see it myself.
I can't see it at the moment, yeah. It's not given anyway.
Davo, it was nice play. Perisic needs to get more involved, and it's Perisic further forward.
Yeah, Perisic further forward works. Play him as the winger that he is, man. Use him. And that's all I ask for Perry. Just take a man on. You're a winger. That's your job. Just to take your man on. Beat your man by the byline. They don't like it. Whip the ball and stand it up. Let Kane do the rest. Ask questions. I'm going to get like a question mark top on soon.
Spurs building again. Loving your energy, bro. Let's get that win from Alvin Blocks.
Come on, Spurs. Alvin, I hope you liked it. Just saying. Spurs are playing well, though, to be fair. We're holding on to the ball well. One touch, not too much.
They have Eric Dyer is a very, very lucky boy at the moment.
Guys, pressure through, though.
Dyer is streaming through.
He wants to make up for it. That's what he does. Like, he said, listen, my bad, you lot. Let me make up for it.
Kulusevski now. Oh, great. It's telegraphed.
Unlucky. Good idea, though.
It was a very good idea.
Listen, if you're going to pass forward and it doesn't come off, I don't mind, because at least you're asking the question.
Longley has done well this half. Longley has done very well. Very composed. Højbjerg out wide.
That's what I'm talking. Switch the play. Move them from one side to the other. Switch it again.
Across comes it.
Oh.
It's Perisic now in the area.
Look after it. On
the edge of the area.
Go on, knack it.
Puts it across on his
Hands
right.
it up.
Doherty was arriving.
Corner. Goal kick. Goal kick.
And it looked like maybe a corner, but it's a goal kick.
It's better, though. It's better from the boys.
Eugene saying, now I want overtime and penalties like it was the World Cup, if only. If only.
I told you, I wouldn't mind us doing a France.
Perisic's
But with the wind, though.
Perisic's radar is just phenomenal.
All the attacks are coming down from the left side.
They are.
They're switching it out to him. They're realising. Look,
Brentford about to make a couple of substitutions.
They need to. They're in trouble. The Silva, I think, is coming on. And I forgot the other guy's name. But they're going for attacking players, basically. They're being pushed back. They don't like it. Jensen came off. They said, look, we're too nervous. We're too defensive. We need more attacking players on. Which means we're going to have more space to run into. Hopefully. That's what it means as well. Just hopefully there's some composure at the back. And we're good. Here we go.
All right, we're at 430 likes, people. That's the first time I checked. 1,200 people in the chat. Let's try and at least get that to 500 people.
Ash,
come on.
Hit that like button, man. I see you. Namesake. Go, who's that? MCST. Come on, hit that like.
Let's get it up to 500.
Apologies if you have liked already. And thanks if you have.
Longley.
There we go. Here we go.
Son is...
Hey, if we get that third goal, I want everyone to hit that like button.
Harry Kane tried a reverse pass, but it was telegraphed, and we are back with Højbjerg. Basuma goes back to Longley.
Keep the ball. Go on, no, I don't mind. Keep the ball for now.
Last 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Højbjerg.
Just don't lose the game. Simple as that. You don't lose from here. You can only win. Unlucky. Unlucky.
Loses the ball.
Unlucky. He ain't go nowhere. He ain't go nowhere. He ain't go nowhere. That's it. That's more
crowd
like it.
in Brentford out there. 3 men around the Brentford player.
That's it. They're bringing on players now.
Brentford are bringing on their subs.
So was that a good substitution that Sanchez came on? In hindsight now, I'm not hindsight, but now that you can see that, you know, we're 2-2 back.
Yeah, we said 2-2, but it's defence for defence, wasn't it? So I can't see Sanchez didn't really have an involvement in the goal, did he?
No, he didn't. But
so it's Norgard that's gone off.
But if he had taken off one of the
and Mbeumo is going off.
Mbeumo looks good because he's quite a threat. But this guy is a threat. I think he scored his last game, I remember. But anyway, if one of the attacking players went off,
is on.
That's his name. If one of the attacking players went off, then who knows if we would have.
Long throw from Tottenham. Kulusevski dancing in the penalty area.
Holding on to it.
Find out. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Sanchez was about to answer your question right there.
Davinson Sanchez let the ball bounce and just sent a half-volley rocket.
Listen, if he had banged that
one, the keeper. If that had been top bins, Jesus Christ,
it would have been scenes.
Maybe he's better up front.
Maybe
as he's back in defence now. What a shot that was from Sanchez.
That was a rocket, though. It was calm.
I tell you, fair play. Perisic just chested back to...
Perisic is playing very well. I'll give it to him.
The second half, he's
turned up. He's turned up. He's turned up. Definitely. I'm happy with him. I'm happy with Perry. Give it to him more, because he's confident. Honestly, switch that flank.
Can you imagine the reactions everywhere? Like, the people in the ground. The people in the ground, everyone at home, everyone in the pubs and us. If Sanchez's fucking half volley had just...
I would have ended the stream there, because I would have knocked off the mics, or knocked everything over.
That would have been, I would have
flipped the table over.
So Spurs again on the attack. Heung-min Son.
Spurs are on it now, man. It's pure possession.
They are going for the jugular. Can we just get that much? Can we do it? It's happened against Leeds. It's happened against Bournemouth. Exactly like this at Bournemouth.
It reminds me of Bournemouth so much. 7 minutes? All right, another question.
No, good cross!
Oh my days! Oh my days! Kane can't believe it.
And now Brentford are attacking.
Oh, it's end-to-end stuff, lads.
It really is. Both teams are going for the 3 points.
You know why? You know why he hit the bar, yeah?
Sanchez, I think.
Brian, do you know why he hit the bar? Because not enough people hit the like button. That's why.
Do you reckon?
That's fault.
Do you reckon?
Come on, Spurs.
Spurs are going. This game is going to be a very fiery last 5 minutes, or 7 minutes, sorry. But we have hit the bar just moments ago.
I want to see Son on the ball a bit more.
And now Brentford have the ball on the halfway line as they enter our half.
Go on,
but Longley, well done again, Longley.
Longley's playing well.
Longley has played well.
Exceptional football from Spurs in the second half, in my opinion.
From the second half of the second half.
We come in halves. We're coming
quarters now. The second half of the second half.
Yeah, we come in quarters. Yeah, true.
Brentford now have it. Nice bit of football. They've just made some nice triangles on their left-hand side. Switch it in the area. Oh my God. So a cushioned header down. Ivan Toney goes for it. 50-50 with Foster. Wins the ball.
Roller coaster football.
But goes over the bar.
Roller coaster football. We
it's
almost
a great
score.
Header by the...
And then guess what? They almost score.
Oh, Foster was in no man's land.
Whew. Yeah. It was a little bit too much
the glancing
Tony.
header from Kane. 2 chances for the 2 main strikers of the clubs.
Might as well take Tony to Spurs, man. Would you have him?
Say again?
Would you have Tony at Spurs?
Once these allegations are done, yeah. Once he's going to get a ban. There's no doubt he's going to get a ban
definitely.
for some amount of time.
Definitely.
Dyer bringing the ball forward.
It's gone safe. He's played it in the middle. What questions can
Now
we
we're
ask?
back out with the architect, Kulusevski.
He's played a lot deeper, hasn't he, Kulu?
Doherty's been a lot more advanced.
Yeah.
Højbjerg now in the centre.
Lovely.
Driven ball
lovely.
into
Ask
Perisic.
questions. Go on.
Longley now. Can he get another cross in? He's wide as...
Ask questions.
Corner for Tottenham Hotspur.
Give me the questions.
Longley was almost there at the left back, but like playing left wing back now.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. That's why I said we need the overload. We definitely need the overload to help add pressure.
Heung-min Son to take this corner.
Longley's played well. Perisic played. It's the left side now, you know, like the right side, and it's a good balance. You want left side and your right side to be working.
The corner
That's
comes
where the
in.
space is.
It's a good corner. He
Go
comes
on.
out to Højbjerg on the edge of the area. It was well cleared.
He thought about it. He switched across.
Højbjerg rolls it out wide to... Is that Kulu? Yeah, it is Kulu.
He's dancing Kulu.
Basuma back to Højbjerg in the centre.
He's asking.
Højbjerg's gone for glory. And it's taken... Did it take a... I think it took a deflection.
That's a corner. Yeah, it might be a corner. Yeah. He said, calm, stay calm, guys.
We are piling on the pressure here. As we've reached 86 minutes,
This reminds me of
50 on the
Bournemouth
clock.
so much. The way, like, this reminds me of Bournemouth. All right.
It has got a huge resemblance to Bournemouth. Come on, Tottenham.
Set piece kings. Come on.
Come on, Tottenham. Perisic with the corner.
Hit that
it's
like
a good
button.
one,
It's
but
good.
the goalkeeper comes out.
Guys, we need to hit that like button. That's how the goal goes in.
But no one really going in for it.
3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Would you be happy with
stopping times, you reckon? Well done, people. 537 likes. Get in there, people.
Would you be happy with a Would you be happy with a
Would
draw?
I be happy with the 2-2 draw?
Yeah.
From where we were, yeah, we've done very well. We've done very well to rally back into this. But again,
So 1 point
it's
gain
another
rather than
opportunity. It's another opportunity spurned.
away from home.
Yep. Oh my God, we've just given a ball away.
Who was that? Was that Højbjerg?
Sanchez sees it out, thinking it'd be our throw, but it's a Brentford throw.
No, it's our throw. No, it's not his Brentford throw. It is Brentford. No, it is our throw.
Wait, no, they said Brentford. Now they're saying it's our throw.
2 more minutes.
So how much stoppage time are you saying?
3 minutes. I mean, there wasn't really much to stop for.
There were a couple of dives, the goals,
Yeah.
the subs. I'm going 4. Oh, thank God.
I was like, why is he playing it?
We
with
gave
it
the ball.
there?
We're playing dangerously. Gave the ball dangerously away at the edge of the
Give it to
area,
your
but
teammate.
thankfully it
Don't
was a
dribble
foul.
across the box. Like, what sense does that make? Football IQ, come on. Yeah, Ivan Toney looks desperate. Desperado from Tony. Come on, but be assertive, Spurs. Don't rest on your laurels. Push a bit more. Let's go for the win.
Longley bringing the
focused.
ball forward. Out wide to Son. Højbjerg. Back on the halfway line. Davinson Sanchez. Davinson Sanchez looking for an outlay. Outlet, sorry. Kulusevski, come on.
Kulu sexy.
Kuli. Back to Bissouma.
Big Daddy Kulu. Pause.
Sanchez is very well.
Samba Sanchez.
He's on the edge of the area.
Samba Sanchez.
Nice little passes. Nice broken to Doherty.
Oh, that was it, you know.
The through ball almost found the way through to Sanchez.
Imagine if Sanchez. Oh, I would have loved it. I would have.
Sanchez could have been the hero or the villain if that happened.
Yeah, yeah. His price would have gone up. So Levy would have held up for a higher
Davo
bid.
saying Bissouma looks lacking in confidence. I completely agree, Davo. Completely agree.
He is lacking in confidence. Bentancur will start straight away. I wanted Bissouma to ask questions for the manager to make it hard, to give him a dilemma. But now, not under that performance.
We've only made the one sub, haven't we, with Davinson?
Yeah, only one. Yeah.
5 minutes stoppage time, people. 5 minutes.
They want a winner.
As we're coming forward with Dyer to Højbjerg.
I don't mind it. He's asking questions, bringing it forward. Go on. What are we going to do now?
Dyer tries to cross the ball in, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Nowhere near any Spurs or Brentford player.
Conte wasn't happy with that.
Conte does not look impressed. It's just a terrible...
Yeah, it was terrible cross for a ball. Yeah. Man of the match goes to Tony. Not for me.
Goal kick to Brentford.
Goal for Spurs. Come on. Lovely hold up. Lovely hold up.
Harry Kane does well.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, Kulusevski's
Come on,
in.
Kulu.
Crosses it.
Pulls it back. Oh, you just need another
it back
Kane
to
there.
the penalty spot, but there was no one there. Great link-up play for from Kane and
I wish
Kulu
he put
there.
it across the 6-yard box. I know the pullback was on, but there was no one there. I wish he just put it across, because you never know, you get a deflection, it goes in. But it looks like we're asking more questions than Brentford.
Long throw coming in from Perisic. And it's defended well. Perisic trying to see it out for another throw play. Perisic has gone out for another throw.
Got the super throws. Conte telling him to come inside the box, make it narrow.
Okay, the long throw from Perisic is straight to a Brentford player who hashes his clearance. It's back to Kulu.
It's all Spurs, baby.
Takes on one.
It's all Spurs, baby.
In the penalty area. Out wide to Doherty. Doherty to Højbjerg.
Cheers!
Oh, Eric Dyer was waiting.
He's in corner.
And it's a Spurs corner. Eric Dyer was waiting to be on the end of that.
He was. He said, that would have been me.
It is all coming Tottenham's way.
3 minutes.
Heung-min Son to take the corner.
Bournemouth. Oh, my days. Come on. Come on, Spurs.
Corner comes in.
Come on, Spurs.
Reaches the first man again.
Go again. Doesn't matter. Go again. Ask questions. Go again. Someone's on the floor.
Out wide.
Someone's on the floor. Who's on the floor? Who's that? Longley. Longley.
Yeah, Longley's down there holding his head. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, it must be a knock, because the way he's rolling around.
Let's have a look. Oh, he got an elbow to the head there. Come on, VAR, do your thing.
Ooh.
Oh, he has got claret coming down his forehead.
Bloody mess. What are you talking? What is he complaining for?
He has got that elbow.
He looks like WWE right now.
He does, don't he?
Yeah, like he got the chair to his face.
There's a bit of hold up here while we're waiting for Longley to go off. I'm sure, I mean, people in the chat as well, surely VAR needs to look at that.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't appear by himself, does it? It doesn't get like a gush like that in your head for no reason. I guess it's no pen. Another defender.
No, they're making the change. Ben Davies is going to come on to replace Longley.
Ben Davies header. Look, Longley don't want to come off though. Longley's like, no man, I'm alright, I'm good.
I don't even know where we are now. Is it a throw in to us?
Yeah, it should be a throw in. It should be a Perry special.
Another long throw to come in
3-2
from
Spurs,
Perisic.
come on. 3-2 and then hit those likes.
Ben Davies is on.
All right, Davies on regardless. Who came off, Dyer or someone?
I think it's Longley.
Oh, it is Longley, yeah? Here we go.
Here comes the long throw, launched in. Straight to a Brentford defender, but it's Basuma who chests it down.
Looks after it,
Back
well
to
done.
Højbjerg.
Lovely. Still in
Højbjerg
possession.
back to Basuma.
Lovely.
We have got 30 seconds left. We need to get this in.
Not like that, though.
Well done,
Good.
Perisic. Well
Good.
done, Perisic.
Good.
Go on now, Perisic. Get across it. Brilliant
Near
crossing.
post, someone attack it. Attack the near
Someone's got
post.
to attack that. Yeah,
Come
it was
on, man.
straight to a Brentford player.
They thought he was going to hang it. That's why.
Into a great area.
You got to predict it.
It's now or never.
You got to gamble. Sorry.
Spurs keeping up this pressure. There will be more time because of that stoppage.
Lovely.
With
How
Longley.
many Spurs? Much better second quarter. Feel like it's NFL.
A misunderstanding between two Spurs players there. Now Brentford have the ball. Still in Brentford's half.
They've gone long as they normally do, and we've read that.
Sanchez sees the
We've read
danger.
it. And we're on the front
Oh,
foot.
now the break's on.
Oh,
it's
overhit
the
it.
pass.
It's because he ran in front of him. He's still got it.
Kulusevski wins it back.
Lovely. Let it
Fights
go.
Huminson on the edge of the area. Shoots.
Oh, good save. Oh, no one's there to pick it up.
Brentford
Oh, no one's there for the
just gets his hands
rebound.
to it.
He's going to kick it long. Got another player
Player's been
now.
stopped again. Another Spurs player is on the floor holding his leg. And it's Højbjerg. And you know if that man's down, he feels it. But Huminson made angle for a shot. And it was going into that bottom corner, but the Brentford goalkeeper saw the danger.
An on-form son, you think that's going top corner, isn't it?
Oh, mate.
Oh, he's actually hurt. Oh,
Yeah.
he's limping.
The Terminator is limping.
Game's done.
I think once the goalkeeper kicks it, that
Game's
may
done,
be
though.
that. No, they hasn't blown yet. A huge up and under by Perisic.
Looked after
Eric
it very
Dyer.
well. Very well. Why can you do that in the first?
And that's it. Tottenham 2, Brentford 2. What looked like could have been a nightmare. We have saved it. So that is your watch along. I think Sammy will go straight into the Instagram. 1 second, let me just change the screen. Stay with us, guys. 'Cause
Heart
we're about
attack
to go.
C.
We're going to do our instant match reaction right here, right now. What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, as Tottenham have just drawn with Brentford 2-2 in a game of two halves, and the second half was a two halves. Ashmatic, I got to watch our first watch along together, and
Yes.
what did you make of it, mate?
Heart attack city. Roller coaster. Heart in mouth, tongue in mouth. Yeah, that type of game.
It's just crazy. The second half, I mean, the first half, let's deal with this. Let's go down to the first half. First half, we just looked very stiff, very rigid, and anything we did try to do just wasn't coming off for us. And Brentford went 1-0 up. And what they were doing going forward, excuse me, in that first half, they looked bright. They looked brighter, didn't they?
They had the game plan, which they normally do, and it worked. It's as simple as that. They go in long. They work off set pieces. They feed it into the front two. The other players run off them, the wing backs, the midfields, and they pick up the loose pieces, and that's how they got their chances, to be fair. And in the end, it paid off. They capitalised on mistakes that we made. But like no defender wants to defend long balls.
Yep.
And that's what came into us. A lot of difficult, long, awkward balls to deal with. And once your defenders are under pressure, then the simplest of passes become the hardest of passes. And that's what happened to us. And you're right, when we did have the ball, sometimes we just lacked a bit of creativity in certain areas. There was some positive sides from Spurs. We were effective on the right-hand side, I felt. And that's where our greatest attack was, between good chemistry between Kulu and Doherty, which is great news because we need our wing back. We need the right side to be as strong as the left side. And I feel like in the first half, that was our way into winning the first half.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple. I mean, Basuma looked very, very poor in that first half.
Non-existent.
But he wasn't the only one. But like you said, it did look mainly coming down the right-hand side. But then half-time comes and second half Tottenham are back in the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, we went 2-0 down.
Yeah.
With, I don't even, would you call it kamikaze defending from Dyer? Just completely no pressure on him whatsoever. No one around him. For some reason, goes to volley a clearance. He had plenty of time to put his foot on the ball and bring it down. Goes off for a corner. And then obviously 2-0. It was just woeful from Dyer, wasn't it?
He has a self-destruction button inserted inside his chest. And when he's ready, he just presses it. I honestly think he just like... I've seen it before as well. Like I said to you before, I think it was the Everton game. And we were 2-0 up. Or we were winning the game.
Yep.
Or we was in possession. We were all over them. They hadn't had a single shot on goal. And we were at home. And then he does like a heavy pass into, is it Sessegnon? Or something like that. He just does a heavy pass and then all of a sudden they like create a chance from it and they almost score. And he does it time and time again. I mean, I'm sure there's a numerous amount of chances that he's created for opposite teams. I'm like, are you really a Spurs player or are you for the opposition? This is my thing. I don't know. It's just, I don't get it. Because when he's good, he can pass out the back. He's quite physical. He's quite, he's good in the air. He hasn't got no pace. We know that. But like defensively, he gets in the way. He blocks. You know, he can do a thing. But then every now and then, he just does a madness. And I don't know if that concentration, if he needs to take, I don't know, to help his concentration. Maybe he needs some ginseng. Ginseng's really good for your brain. Helps you stay, or some mushrooms. Not those type of mushrooms, but there's some mushrooms that can help with your brain focus and alertness. I might have to go down there and just recommend some mushrooms.
Maybe.
I don't know, because it's just it baffles me. It's so wild. And Tanganga, he started well.
Yeah.
But as the game wore on and that goal went in, it just kind of tailed off completely. And right now, we don't need, like you said, we don't need these maybes. We don't need potentials. We need certified defenders that are physical, strong, that can read the game, can anticipate, and can also play out from the back and do simple passes. You know what I mean?
And
simple passes.
Talking of passes, let's get on to the good stuff. What a cross from Longley for Harry Kane to do what Harry Kane does.
Best.
Score a fantastic header, which will do him the world of good.
Yeah.
The world of good. But great goal, wasn't it?
It was a great goal. Off the back of the World Cup, missing the penalty, you know, had the monkey on his back. The stars were written. The stars were aligned for him, wasn't it? He was going to score. I mean, for those who play fantasy football, like, he was going to be your captain, wasn't he? So, like, as a Spurs fan, very happy for him, very happy for his confidence. I did like the fact, even before that in the first half, he wasn't getting much joy. He had the least amount of touches in the game. And he was the top man, essentially. He was a centre forward. He wasn't getting any service. And he decided in the second half he was going to just drop a little bit deeper, what he does best. And when the ball comes into it just sticks to him like glue.
Yep.
He never loses the ball. If you sting it into Kane, like the first half, when he was further up the pitch, he was having heavy touches. Touches weren't great. It was a bit poor. Even from Son, touch was a bit over baggy. But in the second half, he drops into that hole that he likes. And the ball, he just knows how to, he knows where the defender is. He can feel that even if the defender's on him and his back, he knows how to hold on to the ball and then find the next pass and see it. He's always like 2 steps ahead. And so when that goal came from him, it was well deserved.
It was. And then the pressure kept building.
Yeah.
I mean, Brentford had a good few chances as well. Bournemouth were good for the draw as well, today, I have to say. It seems to be the fair result. But then obviously we get that second goal where it comes from Decky and Doherty, Decky and Doherty doing very, very well. And Decky's cross gets a slight deflection, but there is Pierre-Emile Højbjerg to just beautifully place it into the side netting, and it's 2-2.
He was our most advanced midfielder. He was. I think Biss kind of sat back, and Højbjerg was the one to do what Bentancur has been doing, and getting forward and scoring the goals and adding to our attack. And we need more from our team. It's not just from our midfield, but just everyone on the pitch.
Yep.
Can't just be Kane and Son on Kulu. We need everyone to contribute, and boy did he. So I was really happy. In the first half, he had moments. You could see him getting forward. Just a few, decision makings that wasn't going his way. But overall, at the end, he came good.
He did. I mean, a player we have to mention who I think did very well as well as Longley. It was, like I said, it was the right the first half. Second half was more left. And I tell you what, even though that second goal came from the right with Perisic and Doherty, I think Longley, Perisic, and even Son, who came onto the left, in the second half were different animals, weren't they?
Different animals, different. And what I was frustrated with Perisic is a winger. We need Perisic to stay a winger because when he's one-on-one, and he wasn't, I don't know why he wasn't doing this at the start of the season. Beat your man. That's what you're there for. You're one-on-one. You got it in your locker as well. That's what was so frustrating. There was so many times when I'm like, why is he not taking his man on? This second half, I saw it put it through the guy's legs. I see him beat defenders time and time after whip, and also have an end product. He was doing the hang ball all the time. Hang. There was one time when he whipped it, because I was like, oh my days, he did the whip. But no one read it because they were so used to the hang balls. If they anticipated or take a gamble and went to the near post, boom, we could have won that, I reckon.
Well, we almost did, didn't we? Harry Kane hit the bar.
Yep.
Again from work down the left. I think I don't know who. I think it may have been Perisic. But if you were to take away, what are your two positive takeaways and your two, if any, negative takeaways? What do you take from that game?
Wing backs plus. And just having our front three back is just going more direct, because sometimes it's like possession football, time and place, but sometimes go direct, and guess what? They did it, it worked for them. We did it, it works for us. So sometimes you just need to do direct and just ask questions. Two negatives. Don't
have to have things.
No, there's negatives.
Okay,
in this game there was.
Let's do it.
There was. Our centre-backs were the negative. They were the reason why we were 2-0 down.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? Those two errors, deflection, I know that deflection's harsh, but even Tanganga on Tony, not being tight enough, do you know what I mean? Not challenging him in the air, making it too easy. And even switching off from the throw. You know, we were actually dominating that part of the half, and then we switched off. And I think, had we been a bit switched on to that, even down to Basuma in defensive mid, being awake, then who knows? It may have been avoided. But I think we just need quality at the back. I just think we need to a ball playing centre back, and someone's a bit more physical and rough. But another disadvantage was probably at Basuma. He had a chance to take the game by the scruff of his neck. Bentancur was out. I really wanted him to make Conte's life, a hard one. And now I can understand why. Look, he didn't make any substitutions, did he? I mean, attacking. No, I mean he did, but I mean attacking-wise.
Attacking-wise, yeah.
Attacking-wise, defensively he made changes, but attacking-wise he didn't. So I kind of see why he wants to get a defensive mid in. And the only reason why I say that, hear me out, because I know the priority. Look, priority centre backs.
Yep.
Don't ever get me wrong. It's two centre backs, then it's wing back. I know the order, but I understand why Conte wants a defensive mid, because we play out from the back, and he knew the centre backs that we had. We couldn't play out from the back, so every goal kick, if you noticed, we had to go long, right?
Yep.
And also, our keeper Fraser can't play out from the back. He hasn't got that in his locker. So he also knew that he had to go long for that reason as well. So, yeah.
You could say that, but our number one goalkeeper can't play from the back, and we continuously do it.
Yes, it's true. It's true. But this is the reason why. If you play out from the back, you need either ball-playing centre-backs or you need a defensive mid. It's essential for any system for playing out the back, because you either go short because you need a spare man. Your spare man's either going to be a defensive mid, or it's going to be your wing back, or it's going to be the centre back. So the centre back split, and then the third one is the out man. So you need a ball playing centre backs, which we mentioned, or you need a better quality defensive mid. And I'm just so upset because Basuma was meant to be that guy, but Conte, I could see why he's in the shop window. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
There you go. So let's see. My positives. I'm going to have to say, I never say die attitude. That's something I don't know. I don't know how that I've got to say.
I agree. It's a bit of content.
I'm gonna say my second positive was Harry Kane getting on that score sheet.
Yes.
Perisic is a huge positive.
Yes.
The wing backs are doing rather well. That's a positive. But for me, I'm gonna go Harry Kane.
Lovely.
And the negatives for me, I'm just gonna say in 2 words: Basuma and Dyer. Yeah. Basuma, there's hope for. Basuma, there's a lot of hope for.
Yes.
Dyer, I'm done. I'm done. Enough is enough. If he signs a contract, it will show the state of what we're going to do. If that man signs a contract extension, especially with performances like he's been putting in, then it will just show where we are. But anyway, guys, that's been the watch along and the instant match reaction. We're going to take a little break, but we will be back with you with the fan show where you can come on and have your say and let us know what you thought of the game and anything you want to talk about. The link will be in the community section for members. Looking forward to seeing you there. Thanks for being with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, come on you Spurs.